When you hear a distress signal deep into space, it is never a good idea to check it out for a rescue mission. This week on All Guts So Gory, we discuss Event Horizon.
A haunted ship.
I'm getting some really strange readings in here.
A missing crew.
This place is a tomb.
DJ, where are you?
And infinite evil.
This ship has been beyond the boundaries of our universe. Who knows what it's brought back with it?
Vacate! I want off this ship.
You can't leave. She won't let you.
Event Horizon. Rated R.
The mad and macabre.
Oh, what monster could have done this?
I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Live or die. Make your choice. Wake up, little girl.
Playtime's over.
We don't know what death is.
Sliced and diced.
This week on All Guts So Gory, we are talking about Event Horizon from 1997. A spooky, hell in space kind of movie. I picked this movie for a couple reasons. One, a friend of mine that's on the show today is actually a big fan of this as well. And we talk movies all the time. And he said, if you ever do Event Horizon, let's call me up. I'm in. And two, I remember in 1997 or shortly thereafter watching this and being kind of disturbed. I mean, it is a disturbing, hell is disturbing, guys.
Yeah.
You know,
apparently.
and something like, so what about you guys? What's the first time you watched it and what are your thoughts on the pick and, you know, everything about Event Horizon? Mike, start with you.
All right. Hi, I'm Mike. I just, first
I
time
forgot. I forgot. Sorry. Can we do? Can you take a piece? I'm Mike. No, I'm not Mike. I'm Justin. With me, as always, is Mike and Charlie, and we have a special guest, Patrick, today. Can you put that in somewhere that makes sense?
No, just leave it the way it is.
All right.
What the hell? They know we suck at this.
Oh my gosh!
It's authentic.
I was nervous.
First of all, Patrick, I just want to say welcome, and I dig your sweatshirt, the Red Jaguars hoodie.
Thank you.
Do you know what it is?
The Red Jaguars, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Like 6 people now have seen it and gotten it, so I'll take it.
I was like, is that Lion King?
LOTHT, man. That was the show, like the third show I wanted to be on when I was a kid. Double Dare, Guts, and Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Do you guys remember, do you have a memory of this show where they play, like 3 different people play video games, different rounds?
Nick Arcade.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
And at the end, they could run through and grab whatever video games they wanted to off the shelf.
It was like a toy store.
Something like that.
Yeah, and they could stick them to their Velcro on their shirt or something like that. It was dope.
Yeah.
I had dreams about that.
I wanted to be on it so bad.
This was a first-time watch for me. I think the critic score, because the first thing I did when you mentioned this movie, I go to IMDb and on the first like couple lines underneath the title, you get like the Metacritic score, right? And it's like low. It's like 35. I'm like, oh man. And don't get me wrong, I like some real bad critical movies.
I'm aware.
We've done episodes.
Have you done the Martyrs episode?
That one is critically acclaimed. But Friday the 13th Part 8 is like 12 on Metacritic or something. I love that movie. So, it's just something keep in mind. But I watched this and I was like, that's way too low. 35, way too low. I enjoyed the watch. There's a lot of stuff you could nitpick about this, as you can with a lot of space movies and things like that, maybe. They probably take a lot of liberties with stuff, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but I'll pass the baton around to whoever wants to go next.
So I saw it in 97 in the theaters, and I liked it, and it's rewatchable, and so I can. It's one of those shows, like I've said before, like before streaming and DVD and Blu-ray were really accessible. Anytime it was on like Showtime or HBO, like 7 minutes in, 40 minutes in, it didn't matter. It was staying on until it was over. So I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 35 does seem really low.
Does.
Yeah. Bullshit. That's what 35 is.
Yeah, that does seem low. I first saw it in theaters too and actually snuck in to see it. We were supposed to see something else and we're like, no, we can see this movie. It's R. We'll be fine. Was terrified. At 13, I was absolutely terrified by this movie. And I did not watch it again for probably 20 years. I was like, nope. Done.
Put it in
Good.
a box. Locked it.
Stayed away from it.
I kind of agree. I do remember a time in my life where I was like, if you want to see a disturbing flick, this is kind of a disturbing flick. It's not Faces of Death or something crazy, but speaking of, is anybody going to watch the new Faces of Death movie?
Yeah.
Which is based on,
The original
old one?
Faces of Death from the 70s. That one video that was like...
Yeah, that everybody seemed to
watch
own,
this.
and then when you went over to their house, like nobody really had it.
Right.
My cousin's got it.
Everybody heard about it, right? I never known anybody that
Right.
actually had seen it. Like, but I heard what's on it.
there's this part where somebody parachutes into an alligator's mouth.
Yeah,
Just like that.
Right.
It's on. I mean, they've been on Tubi, I think, for a little while. So I've seen them, or I've seen one. I feel like I watched one. I felt like I don't need to watch any of the
I
other
kind of
ones,
feel like
but-
Faces of Death was the Blair Witch before the Blair Witch in a weird way, like where it's like
Kind of,
these
yeah.
fake
It was
deaths that were
viral-
advertised as real things.
Yeah, like everybody knew about it, but nobody had ever
It
seen
seemed
it.
it seemed really fucking real to me. I'm not gonna lie, but anywho, back to
So he
back to
did see
this.
it. He did see
Yeah.
it.
Oh, the original?
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, I've seen
Okay.
it. But I mean, I didn't see it till like my 40s. Well, wait, I'm 41. My 30s. It was like, I mean, it was one of those tapes that people talked about when you were a teenager, like, oh, my brother's got Faces of Death or whatever. And like, you go over to their house, like, oh, I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
So
it's like a tape that everybody had, but like no one's ever
It's at
really
the
fucking
cleaners,
seen it. Yeah.
So 1997, how was 1997 for everybody as a year? I mean, I was
Well, since we have a special guest, do we want to introduce him properly?
I'm still on that part where I wanted to talk about, everybody's experience.
you're getting
all right,
too
all
deep
right,
into the
all right,
weeds.
all right. Mike is the one that keeps us on track. I'm sure you've recognized that before, Patrick.
Yes.
So Patrick is one of probably the one that's listened to the first guest that's listened to probably. No, Mary's listened to quite a few of our episodes, right? Yeah. So right there with it. But Patrick is he said he's a fan of the show. So
Yeah.
is that true?
That is true. No, I'm a fan
What's
of
your favorite episode so far?
I loved Tremors. The Tremors episode was fun.
Sucking up to Charlie.
Well, that was just a movie I enjoyed so much as a kid too, and it wasn't super scary, but just fun. And I kind of like those combinations of like horror / like action fun. So like Scream is really in my wheelhouse.
Like Event Horizon, real fun, real funny.
Just a real knee
a
slapper.
real a nonstop laugh fest. So one of the things we like to do, well, two things. What's your relationship with horror in general? Is it something you're drawn to, or just like kind of into? Tell us about the first one, scariest one, all that stuff.
I have watched a lot of horror movies for somebody who doesn't really enjoy the genre because it just messes with me. Like I like watching them because it does scare me, but then I'm also just like, oh man, I don't need to watch anything else right now. I need to watch this during the day. I need to make sure that all the lights are on and my doors are locked because it just starts to get me paranoid for whatever reason, even though obviously none of those scenarios are coming true in most cases.
You got like the Goofy movie lined up next to like watch that.
Yeah, like
So that palate cleanser.
Little Mermaid.
As I rewatched this during the week, I would go. I watched it in parts because I was watching it at night, and I would just as soon as I'd get to a part where I was stopping, I was like, nope, I'm going to turn on Veep and like watch something really funny, just not serious at all because I'm not going to sleep.
I mean,
on this.
politics can be pretty disturbing too.
Yes,
true. We're not going to go too far into that, but
different kind of scary.
Do you remember the first one you saw?
So the first horror movie I saw, I think I was probably like 1990, like 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, my parents still had a tiny black and white TV in the kitchen, and we lived out in the country, so like maybe 6 houses around us. And up at night, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go watch TV at night. Let's see what's on. Come downstairs to the kitchen, turn on this black and white TV, and it was a Jason movie. I don't know which one. I know it was a Jason movie, and he's walking down the stairs to a basement to get somebody. And
Mike,
right as he's getting ready to get to like the part where he's down in the stairs and like finding this girl who's like holding her mouth, the power goes out. I start screaming. My parents are trying to figure out what is going on. They think I'm injured. They're like, why is he up at 3
Boy's
in the morning?
got the devil
What
in
is
him.
he watching? No. So that was my first introduction to horror movies.
That may be part 7. There's quite a bit of that takes place in a home. They kind of decided to blend Carrie and Jason together. There's like a telepathic element to it. So there's a lot of stuff in a home and
That
not
was
so
my
much at a
first
campground in
foray.
part 7.
Mike is our local Jason expert, if you will.
8's on a boat. There's no basement there. Yeah.
And it wasn't
6 is,
X.
outdoors and graveyards and stuff.
My favorite one.
5, he's not in. Yeah.
Either way, that was my introduction to horror, and I was just like, okay. But then it's kind of run true. Like I like horror, but it just I was like, nope, I'm good. I need something happy right after, like a palate cleanser.
Yep.
So we like to figure out a little bit about our guests by what they rank as their top 4 movies, top 4 horror movies, and we cleverly call that the Mount Rushmore. So in no particular order, what are your top 4?
So I would say The Thing. Actually, Scream is very, very high up there for me. And this is one I don't think you've covered it yet, but The Curse of Emily Rose, or
The
that
Exorcism
one,
of Emily Rose?
The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That one actually really got to me too. And again, it was one of those situations where they talk about a certain scene, time that they wake up in the movie, and the very night after I saw it, I woke up at that time and I just closed my eyes again. I was like, nope, not today, not today. Not even gonna think about it. This is just a movie, just a movie. No big deal. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
but that one's always stuck out to me. And then honestly, I would put Event Horizon in my top 4. Like I really love the movie.
I'm sensing sci-fi in 2 of them then. So you said, which was the
Thing?
The Thing, and then this one, Event Horizon. Is that what you say, that you're more drawn to those?
Yeah, just because of the sci-fi, even though the sci-fi is not always
They're
great.
both isolation.
They're just kind of
horror.
like you're alone and it's about to get worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good list.
Not a bad list. That's the first one that's listed, the Exorcism of Emily Rose, which I mean was done pretty well.
Yeah,
don't think I've seen
courtroom drama in that.
Correct.
Yeah, it was just more fed on horror like the whole way through. Like you just get more uncomfortable, which is again what this movie does in spades. Is just like, ooh, let's just make it more uncomfortable as you go.
Right. Each character ended up being alone for no apparent reason a lot in this movie. I'm like, whoa, come on, stick together, guys.
In every horror movie, secrets.
Secrets.
Don't have secrets. If you tell somebody that you saw something, they'll be prepared, or you can put those together as like clues and stuff. Like, don't keep secrets.
Yeah, like
don't split up.
That was before people gaslit you, right? Gaslighting didn't even happen till last year, I think, right, Mike?
Something like that. I still don't think most people know what it means for real. But
well, Weir was a gaslighting mother ever, man. Well, you know, when the pressure changes, the door can shift. He's got an answer for everything.
He was an
that
enabler.
guy. He's the worst.
yeah.
So, thank you for your list. Appreciate that.
Right.
Yeah, most of them are good. So, all right, now back to where I wanted to be before Mike, Drew pulled me back.
Now that we've done our introduction.
Yeah.
Properly.
Oh, did I mention I'm Justin and I'm with Mike and Charlie today and Patrick? Okay. Event Horizon came out in 1997. I think I graduated in 99, so I guess it's sophomore in 97. I know I was working at the movie theater at the time. I believe this one played at the not as new movie theater, so I think I ran down to that one to see it, and I enjoyed it, was creeped out by it. 97 was a good year for movies, if I remember right.
It was. To look at some of those movies that came out, it was really good. I remember Liar Liar was this year, which I went to the theater to see. Weirdly enough, I'm 12 going on 13 in 1997, and my mom wanted to take me to see Private Parts.
I mean, good.
I don't know why.
Shout out to your mom. You had a cool mom. You didn't have one of those regular moms.
I think she wanted to see it, and I was kind of like, I know there's gonna be some stuff in there I don't want to watch with my mom.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, let's go see Liar Liar instead, because I was still like, at 12 years old, I still wanted to be Jim Carrey if baseball wasn't going to work out.
Yeah.
So we
got
went
some
to see
impressions for us.
No, but so we went and saw Liar Liar, and then the scene where they're playing the tape in the courtroom of Jennifer Tilly getting railed made me obviously uncomfortable to be sitting right next to my mom.
You still made the right choice. You still made the right
Yeah, if it was that or Private Parts, you did fine.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Private Parts has
Part where
that
she's sitting on
times
the
10.
screen.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember those two. Look at what came out around the time that Event Horizon came out. Copland, really good, came out. Stallone kind of toned down a little bit. Do you guys like Copland?
I actually haven't seen it.
That's one I have not seen.
One I haven't seen.
It's so good.
I've
Copland's great.
wanted
Great
to
cast.
put it on
Harvey
several times.
Keitel, Stallone, De Niro, Michael Rappaport.
Wow.
A really good cast. So De Niro, De Niro's really mild mannered in this, and then there's like one part where he turns into Robert De Niro, where like Stallone comes in. Stallone's a sheriff, and De Niro works for internal affairs, and Stallone comes in after blowing something, after messing up a case.
Someone?
No, he messed up something on a case. He comes in about asking for a second chance, or we'll do it right this time, or something. And De Niro's like eating a sandwich, and just like he's like, "Hey, I could have helped you, but I can't help you anymore." He's real mild mannered, and then he's like, listen, like you had your chance, and then you blew it. Like he turns into like over the top De Niro for like one line.
He's got a vocal stem.
Yeah,
from that one, it's like.
It's
what's
so
his
good.
name? Pacino, and he's like, "You got a big ass."
Yeah, it's that level.
Okay.
It's so good. G.I. Jane came out at the same time as Event Horizon 2, which there was a ton of buzz around.
Yeah,
because Demi Moore shaved her head and got paid a shitload of money for it, and that really good movie as well.
I never saw a Wild Thing sorry for itself. Homies.
Yeah, G.I. Jane's good too.
Apparently, Jada Pinkett Smith looks like G.I. Jane.
Oh, didn't one of the...
Don't tell her that, though.
Didn't one of the Tales from the Crypt come out in 97? Bordello?
Maybe. I think Demonite came out earlier.
Anyway.
I love Demonite. That's going to be one of my short ones.
But
all right, Patrick, 1997. How old were you? What were you up to?
I was 13. Like I said, I definitely saw this movie with friends that we were dropped off to see something else. So it was
paid for Liar Liar, went to Event Horizon.
Yeah, I might have. I don't know. I don't remember what the other movie was that we paid for, but like it was definitely that age of like I want to see all the movies, but I don't really know anything about movies, so I'm just gonna enjoy it. And Event Horizon, I walked into, and it's after watching the trailers, like the original trailers for this, not what I expected when I walked in. I was like, oh, this would be kind of scary. And I was like, no, not prepared at all. So that was fun. Sort of.
He's trembling now. You guys can't see it, but he's trembling just thinking about it.
Yeah, I've been watching movies for a long time, and I know nothing about movies still. So, 97. Emily was born in 97.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a big year. It was a banner
Definitely.
year. Emily and Event Horizon all in the same year.
That explains some stuff. Right. Sorry, Emily.
Yeah, I was
kidding.
In the Air Force in New Mexico somewhere.
Nice.
Brand new baby. That was me in 97.
Nice.
Very nice. Thank you for your service.
Yeah. in case.
You're welcome for my service.
Wait, you served? There's a little running joke we have.
Ish.
He's got stories that come out in pieces, after the second bourbon normally. He starts talking about ramping cars and stuff and chloroforming
himself.
Serving in the MASH unit in the Korean War.
Yeah.
Right? Is that you?
No, that was me.
No.
All right, moving on.
Anyway. All right. Any other quick thoughts about the movie and how it made you feel before we jump into some of the stuff?
One question. Did this movie need a better title?
I think so.
Okay. Because I'm like,
I
get that. So the name of the ship is the Event Horizon, right?
Yeah.
But if you are like just scrolling stuff on your TV, or I would say if you were at the video store and you saw the box, like, or whatever, but we don't do that anymore. If you're scrolling through Tubi or whatever and you're finding, like, looking at box covers and you see Event Horizon, you're probably like, the fuck's that about? Yeah. Like, no idea it's even horror.
I guess, just being a ship name, it does have a mysterious ship name to it. Right.
So I didn't know if a better title would have given this more acclaim.
Thematically for the
Hell in Space, would more people go see that movie?
Probably.
The tone would be off.
I think the whole creeping horror of the movie, like the strength of it, is like it really goes slowly into just getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
So like almost you see Event Horizon, like, oh, what's this about? Like a space war? Okay, well let me check it out. And then you're just like, wait a minute, it's getting worse.
The whole thing is. Everything is based around his antimatter drive. It's like
the gravity drive,
creates a wormhole, which with black holes, and have the Event Horizon, and
you just fold up space. It's that easy. Yeah. You just take space and you fold it.
Well, you got to think of it like a naked lady picture. Well, it wasn't naked lady, but it was like a calendar picture.
It was a pinup, yeah.
People love to do that.
What was her name in that one? Oh, that's what's her name.
They made it very, very simple to understand.
Oh,
like they kind of just make it very easy to go like, oh, well, this is just a machine we built, and you're just like, all right, what's the science behind it? Like, we're not going to tell you anything.
No, we're not.
We just did it. Don't
Just-
worry about how the room looks.
It's how
works.
It's like how Moira describes making an omelet, just fold in the cheese.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
fold
the
in the
enchilada.
the enchilada.
Fold it in.
Just fold the cheese in.
How do I fold it in? Do I have to tell
Just
you
fold it
everything? Well, you could tell me something.
Could you tell me one thing?
If you say fold in the cheese one more time, I'm leaving.
So basically, they fold in the cheese, which is, space, right? They fold in time.
They do a little exposition at the
little
beginning,
bit.
which is nice, because they kind of just give you like, hey, this ship was built, it disappeared, 7 years later it shows up, here's
Yep.
where we're at. You're like, okay.
Yeah,
But
perfect.
it's not.
That's all I want.
Exposition
We're-
turns out is
we're
really
gonna get-
hard.
we're gonna
That's like
get-
the one we nail the hardest. And we also give kudos for if you get it right and they get it right. It's
If you
like,
do it
I
without
gotta
wasting my
debrief all these
time.
people and tell
Yeah.
them what's going on.
Right. Yeah. If you make it
Instead of
natural.
like just something scrolling across the screen,
Right.
some narrator.
We
or something.
we like it. I mean, everybody I think likes it. Critics like it when you show but don't tell, right? But if you just were like, if the Event Horizon ship is past Neptune, and then this rescue crew just appears at Neptune, you're like, how the fuck did they get there? That's not
Right.
possible.
What's going
so you
on?
need the exposition of them
Right.
saying like, here's how we're going to get there.
Yeah.
So, well, okay. I'm going to pause because we're not
Million
there
light
yet,
years
guys.
away.
We're not there yet.
No,
Okay.
we're not
All
there
right.
yet.
So, this movie, 96 minutes long. Originally, 130 minutes. They had to cut
Whoa.
down 34 minutes of this thing.
It's still good, but I want to see those
I
the
know.
lost footage. the
Some of it.
director's
Some
cut.
of it.
lot
I
left
did
on the
some
cutting
reading.
room
I'll go
floor.
into it like in our special trivia section at the end on what we wanted to keep in and what we didn't want to keep in. I think I asked you guys, was this movie long enough? Or do you think it
I think
could
it
have had a
was.
little bit more?
I think it was long enough.
I feel like it could have given us an extra minute each on each character, maybe each of the crew members.
That video that they finally got together.
Yeah,
at
maybe
the
an
end.
extra minute.
I needed like 20 more minutes of the hell orgy blood video.
They actually, I guess spoiler alert, it's 1997. So, but
Yeah.
like they had an extra like 34 minutes of gore that they cut out of this movie,
Right.
to avoid the
Yeah.
NC-17 rating. Like
Yeah.
they went
enough.
hard.
So yeah,
on
there's-
violence. that
There's
got
parts
cut.
on. I did a quick take on what they left out, and I'll some of it.
And they
some
only got
of
it down to R. They didn't get down to PG-13.
No, not yet.
Jeez. Wow.
Next time.
Yeah. I think if you spent 30 minutes fleshing out the other characters, it's still not enough time
Not
to
30.
flesh out 8 other people. You
Not
know?
30. I think like maybe like a total of like 10 minutes between the crew. And then they cut out a lot of stuff where they're first boarding Event Horizon and shit's floating around and a lot of jump scares and things like that. So they could have built on some of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, the studio made him cut it down. Lost a lot of footage. Obviously directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, my nemesis here, because he is married to the Mila Jovovich.
Like you had a
I know.
chance.
That's why he directed all those Resident Evil movies.
I know Patrick and I have talked about Mila. Big fan of her
Yes,
work.
Fifth Element,
I know
fantastic.
Charlie's said he'd fight me. I don't know where Mike stands on the Mila
She's
Jovovich.
attractive.
Yeah, that too.
We weren't talking about the way she looked,
yeah, that
Mike.
that too.
Talking about her-
And on top
her
of all
acting.
that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Great.
I was surprised I didn't know his name with all the movies. that
Paul.
I knew
Okay, so
that he
Not to be
did.
confused with Paul Thomas Anderson.
no,
or
Wes
Wes Anderson.
Or Wes Anderson.
that's true. But maybe
One of those is a good director.
maybe he's a cousin of all. I like them
And
all.
it's not Wes.
Paul Thomas is awesome.
Sorry.
And Paul W.S. does great at what he does, right? So he has done 8 movies with his wife, Mila Jovovich, and only 3 of those are Resident Evil movies. Crazy, huh? Mortal Kombat, Event Horizon, obviously Soldier,
Mortal Kombat.
a few Resident Evils, only 3 of them. AVP of Aliens vs. Predator, the first one, Death Race. So he's got like a lane that he's in. He's in kind of these action, they're not smart action films, if you will, but what is a smart action film?
Yeah, I would say of all the things he did, this is probably the
Yeah.
farthest out that he goes of like dark.
Sure. Yeah.
Everything else kind of light.
Definitely the
Mortal
most
Kombat's
disturbing.
light.
You didn't think Mortal Kombat was a thinking
I
man's movie?
love that movie. I love that movie. But
anything with
Shit all over my favorites.
not a deep movie.
anything with Christopher Lambert in it is all right by me.
Christopher Lambert.
Lambert, he's French.
I thought he was Belgian.
This is nice. Whatever. He's from the Highlands.
Nuance.
He's from the Highlands of Scotland, is
Yeah,
what
he
he's
is.
from. So this is not based on a book. It's based on a screenplay by Philip Eisner. I didn't really do any research on what else he
I
did.
saw you like 4 movies that I knew.
Yeah,
a lot.
Nothing major. No Titanics in there or anything. We can jump in whenever you want to. I'm gonna rapid fire list off some of these actors. Lawrence Fishburne. Have you heard of him?
Heard of him. Awesome guy.
He's awesome
Right
guy.
before The Matrix.
He was
right
money.
before the Matrix. He does. Obviously, he was in Boys in the Hood. He was in some Matrix movies later. He was in Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now.
Which we covered a Coppola one
Nightmare
recently.
on Elm Street 3.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3. He's a great actor. I mean, always good to see him in.
Yeah, I mentioned it at the end of the last pod that he was the first choice for Sam Jackson's role in Pulp Fiction, which is a huge what if in Hollywood if that happened. I mean, Laurence Fishburne turned out fine, but his agent basically was like, don't take that role. If you're second fiddle to John Travolta, you'll never be a leading man. I think it turned out fine for both of them, but it's like Sam Jackson's most famous role. But if he doesn't land that, it's probably worse for Sam Jackson than it is for Lawrence Fishburne not taking
I
it.
think he could have done it though.
Oh yeah,
As
definitely.
good as
Definitely.
Sam.
It would have been a
Jackson.
different energy for sure. Like
maybe
like he
little
feels like more
screaming,
leveled.
but-
Like then, yeah. He
But I
seems,
think he would need to get that
even
out
in
of
this,
him to
even
get
in
that
Event Horizon, when
character
shit's
right.
hitting the fan, he's still pretty level.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he doesn't.
You
He
know?
doesn't really panic. He's never the one that's
He
like,
didn't-
"Oh my god, what's going on?" He's just kind of like, "Whoa."
He's like, tell me what's wrong, doctor, or something like that. Yeah. So
Fuck this shit.
obviously, probably most people when they see him, they say Morpheus. I would imagine.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Would we all agree on that one? That would be a first on the tombstone, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. Sam Neill, 80 movie acting credits to his name.
Park.
Jurassic Park. He's in 1, 3, Dominion. He's in a few of those.
Yep.
In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, that's one I'm gonna pick. It's pretty good.
Which one? In the Mouth
In
of
the Mouth
Madness.
of
It's not
Madness,
bad, yeah. And Dead Calm, which, Nicole Kidman, a young Nicole Kidman.
How about Hunt for
I
Red
liked it.
October?
Hunt for Red October.
Pretty fucking good movie.
You just want to go to Montana. You just want to see Montana.
And in the 80s, he was in a pretty highly regarded horror film called a paranormal horror called Possession as well.
Yeah, I saw that pop up. I don't think I've seen it yet. Patrick, what do you think of
I haven't
first?
seen that one, but it's like very,
Jurassic
very
Park, for
high.
sure. That's like my Mount Rushmore of just
Yeah.
regular movies.
Of regular movies,
is
Jurassic
on
Park's
my
up
list.
there.
So
Yeah.
that was my experience also going into it. It's like, oh, Sam Neill's in this. Great. He was a doctor.
He's going to tell me about
He's gonna
velociraptors
do good
again.
things again.
This is gonna be a great movie.
He's got a great screen presence
You're
when he's
wrong.
delivering exposition, like in Jurassic Park when he's explaining to the boy how velociraptors operate
How
and
they
pulls out the claw,
spoke and
like he just commands that entire camp. And then in this, where he's doing the exposition of like what the Event Horizon is and how they're going to get there, and he's explaining to the whole crew, like he's just commanding.
He's a good knowledge,
He's
knowledge
real good.
authority figure.
He's
right,
great
for
at being
sure.
a doctor, scientist,
Yeah.
smartest
Yeah.
guy in the room.
Yeah.
And then he's got a dark side too, and
he
he's
w-
good at playing as well.
He was shirtless. You were excited about that one, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you deleted that text.
Mike's like, he can get it.
Get what, Charlie? A ride to
getting
the.
it.
Oh, no, not yet. All right. So Kathleen Quinlan, who is Peters, Break Down the Doors, and Apollo 13 are the notables that I saw for that.
Can get it in the doors. Have you seen the?
I have seen the Doors a long time ago,
Okay.
though.
Yep.
So I don't remember her being in it. Anybody else? Any comments on Kathleen? Jolie Richardson. I immediately was like, oh, it's that Nip Tuck lady. You guys seen
Every
Nip
time I
Tuck?
see this movie, I'm like, I know
Never
she's
seen
in
it.
other stuff.
Yeah,
I just don't know anything she's in.
Nip
The
Tuck,
Patriot is where
The
I know it from.
Patriot,
or
and-
after the fact, but like
girl with the dragon tattoo. She played, I think, his
The American
co-worker.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Fincher
the
one?
Ameri-
Okay.
yeah.
Don't watch the American version of those.
No, the
No,
Swedish
it's not
version
bad.
is way
Watch
better.
The Swedish
I
versions are.
I kind of think Fincher did pretty good. Like the second time I watched it, this is really good. Like it rushes because I had read or listened to the book first, so it's like it rushed through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good.
Humble brag, you read.
No. Did I say read or listen to?
Oh, I don't know.
I listened to that one. I took it in.
on tape.
Took it in, yeah. I went to the Cracker Barrel and borrowed there. Do you guys remember that being part of road trips at
Yeah.
all, where you could
Yeah.
look at the books you could borrow?
Yep.
All right, and then Richard Jones, Cooper, great character,
Dick
scene
Jones.
stealer, fun. Not much movie stuff. I think he was in maybe like The Best Man with Taye Diggs and stuff. But The Rookie and Judging Amy is what I recognize him from.
Okay.
Have you seen that? All right.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the cast? Would you say it was a good cast?
Yeah. There's a dude in here from Dog Soldiers too.
Oh, Sean Pertwee.
Yes.
One of the movies we covered.
I almost
like,
forgot.
Sean?
A Charlie
We even
favorite.
got to this guy yet.
Oh, and there's also the
Sean.
guy from the Harry Potter movies.
Which one? Daniel Radcliffe?
No.
Oh,
yeah.
Jason Isaacs.
Jason
You're right.
Isaacs.
Jason.
Yes, and he was in
He didn't make
White
yes.
Lotus.
Jason
Yeah.
Isaacs is
latest
always.
season.
And he's also in The Patriots. So
You're
I
right.
wonder if-
He's
yeah.
always a dark figure.
Both
like
good, solid character
Good at
actors.
brooding.
Character
Yeah.
actors
Kinda
of
like,
our,
get it
our
done.
time frame.
Jason Isaacs, yes.
I never remember his name, but I always like him when he's in stuff. I'm just like,
Right.
oh, you're solid. I'm like, what's his name again?
It's 2 first names, I think. So, and I didn't look up who Baby Bear was or anything, but
I've seen him in stuff. I can't.
For some reason, I thought like, hey, if they remade this movie, that would be like a Justin Long, kind of just like a young,
yeah.
like a
Well,
young,
he's not
just
young
kinda-
anymore,
Well,
though.
yeah, not anymore. I guess
Justin
if there's-
Long's. I mean,
now
when you
he's like
consider
50.
yourself young, you have to consider Justin Long young because he's around our age.
Right. Yeah. So I guess they remade it, it'd be all people that are relatively unknown. I thought the cast lineup was good and like
Good.
the talent level for what it was, and like it was just like, wow, you got a lot of big names. Like now it's like that you couldn't. That'd be an expensive movie to remake.
That would. Oh, I don't even know if I went into budget on this one.
I got it if you don't.
Okay. Well, yeah. Go ahead and hit the budget after I talk about Sean Pertwee. Sean Pertwee is Charlie's guy from Dog Soldiers and Doomsday, and the other one. What was the other one that Neil Marshall did that we?
The Descent?
I think he was. No, he wasn't in that one. You're right. So
there's
but
one
he's
man
in-
in that one.
yeah, he's a Neil Marshall favorite, and he was also in Gotham as the lovable butler Alfred in Gotham. So, yeah, there's your guy.
Gets around one of the 7 actors from England.
He's one of the 7. Charlie
Great
has a,
Britain, I don't know
Charlie
if
has
he's
a theory
English or
that there's only like 10 actors, in England. There you see them all the time.
Yeah.
So, Mike, there's one thing I want to kick off to you because you mentioned this trope in movies, but let's talk about the budget first.
Yeah. So the budget for this film was $60 million, which
Expensive.
is
That's a big
expensive.
commitment.
97, that's expensive.
This grossed $26 million.
Ouch.
That's why.
That's a bomb.
Yeah.
And I wonder if,
Womp
it,
womp.
like,
Sad
with
trombone.
it coming out around a Stallone, De Niro, Harvey Keitel movie, and then G.I. Jane, if that hurt this.
Probably.
Coming out with those 2 movies also out there.
I think at the time it was very it was pushing some limits too. So I think at the time people were like, "This is disgusting" or "This
Yeah.
is whatever."
And that's
So-
why I was wondering if it needed a better title. Like G.I. Jane, you pretty much know what you're getting into, right? Like Copland, you know it's going to be a cop drama, right? Event Horizon.
Land of Cops.
What the fuck's Event Horizon? I don't know.
Hellspace.
Yeah, if you have an interest in deep science, then you're like, oh, Event Horizon, what is this about? But otherwise, you're like, well, I don't know what this is.
Yeah. And in 1987, you were going by the TV commercials and the poster.
Or
And
nice.
You couldn't look up trailers or
Yeah, and
there
there's-
wasn't Reddit to be like, everyone looking forward to a movie or whatever.
Well, and really in the 90s, too, I don't feel like there were a lot of good, like, sci-fi horror movies, right? Like Aliens had already come and gone.
Yeah.
So you're kind of in this lull of like, well, there's nothing else like it coming around in the next couple of years or the last few years before it. So you're just kind of like, what is this movie?
There's we go back to space a lot, but not really horror. Like Independence Day is mid 90s and 96.
Yeah.
Men in
Yeah.
Black was 97.
Everybody went
Leprechaun
to space. though.
4.
Leprechaun went to space. Jason went to space.
Jason X.
Hellraiser went to space. Like everybody was going to
I was
space.
going to space.
Yeah.
And it's like it's comical. It is. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like I remember in the late 80s, early 90s, everybody was going underwater, deep underwater, right? With the
The
Leviathan.
Deep Star
Abyss,
6,
Deep Star 6.
all kinds of stuff. So like, there's trends, and everybody hops on the trends, right? Let's put out some smart space shit, guys. That's what, all right, now here's what I want to set Mike up. We had lunch the other day, or was that today that you talked about this?
It was today.
Talk to me about why you love a group, the trope where you're meeting the crew, because that is a good trope.
I like movies where there's just a crew, right? Like this, like right away, we get into this movie, we start meeting the people, and it's like, it's an isolation movie. There's a crew. The Thing, there's a crew.
Aliens.
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 It's a crew.
Armageddon crew, like yeah,
Armageddon.
space.
To a lesser extent, but yes. But here's like, this is another one where there's like a crew. And I like movies like that because, and we just went through a lot of the cast, is because the casting is important to get right. Because I made a list of the tropes for like who's on the crew, right? So here's what I came up with. I think I came up with 8 people that have to be on the crew.
They can change a little bit, but
they change, they vary, but there's 8 people that have to be on the crew, and then you guys pick any others that you know of.
All right.
Let me know. So first, there's always the captain or the admiral, the guy who's in charge. Like, never misspeaks, has total command. He's always got the stars on his collar. Like, he's the top dog. This would be Laurence Fishburne here, which he's a captain, I believe.
I'm with you.
Then you also have like the pilot or the driver. He's just a yes man. The captain says like, change bearings north 330, whatever. And like pilot's like, all right, captain, heading north 330, like whatever. Like
that's Perchweed.
That's the driver, the pilot. They're just kind of a yes man for the captain. There's always a woman on the crew. And they're usually the voice of reason when shit starts to go wrong. Sometimes they're our hero, and some people don't listen to them.
And
Mary would love that.
Sometimes they're most of the time they're tough as nails, though.
Yeah, like Ripley.
They're used to the chauvinist. They're used to that shit, and they give it back. They dish it back.
Yeah, this movie's got 2, but sometimes there's just one.
One of them is the one that dishes back. The other one is the surrogate mother for the crew.
Yes,
right.
There's always like an engineer on the crew, like somebody that's like strung out, that's like chain smoking, 5 o'clock shadow going on, like wearing a t-shirt while everyone else is in like their work uniform, something like that. Kind of a hot mess, but
oftentimes the perv on the crew too. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's the one with the pinup calendar, and he's the
the Hunt for Red October, that Russian engineer who's just like chain smoking in the sub.
Yep, exactly. There's someone in the crew that's never on the bridge, where that's always somewhere else. And they have to be like, radio down to Johnson and tell him to check on the airlock or whatever. Like, he's always somewhere else in the ship. He or she is always there. So there's someone that's like never on the bridge. That's like,
was that DJ in this one? Who was that?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
There's usually an overachiever. There's some young guy, some low-ranking guy that he's an overachiever. He's gung-ho, but he's going to get himself or someone else killed eventually.
Is that Maverick you're describing?
I am dangerous.
You're dangerous.
And there's always like a badass black dude, and due to bad stereotypes in the 80s and 90s, they make him very aggressive. They make him the insubordinate one.
Or super
Well, he's cool because he's insubordinate. He's aggressive and jacked usually, but then he's, someone's got to remind him like, that's a general you're talking to, like
LL Cool J.
Yeah, like deep. Yeah. What is that one?
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. That's
or like Tony Todd in The Rock. Like, they're playing you for a fool, General Sir. Like, yeah, so good. Wish it was a horror movie so we could do it on this pod.
Another?
One more is there's usually a guest, someone they bring along. This would be Sam Neill in this, but there's usually a doctor, an agent, a scientist, someone that's not an astronaut that they bring into space, not having trained to be in space.
What about the Joker?
The Joker's
that's like the chain smoker, 5 o'clock shadow guy.
In this one, it was also the cool insubordinate one was also the Joker. In this one,
for
telling
sure.
people you want something hot and black in you.
Oh yeah.
Cooper had all the good lines.
Cooper had some good
so
lines.
many good lines.
So those are all the people in the crew. Do you guys have anyone else that's usually in a crew or shows up and has a certain style, mannerisms?
Not that I can think of. I think
I
you
hit 'em
nailed
all.
them all.
So that's a good crew.
That's a good crew.
Good little mic corner there. Pat,
Thanks.
anything?
Nope, I liked it. That was
No
that
notes.
made sense.
No notes.
All right.
All right. So, are we ready to get into this movie? You want to hear the quick synopsis that AI told me that this movie
Do it.
is? All right.
Stop saying that.
Now, I mean, it's fun to, for the 3-sentence thing, I like to ask it what it's about. A rescue crew boards a long-lost spaceship that can travel faster than light via gravity drive. What they find is not just a malfunctioning vessel, but something that went somewhere it was never meant to go and brought something back.
Okay.
Did it bring something back?
Sure
Or
did.
did it just, I guess...
The
or
ship was alive.
Yeah, the whole
I
ship
guess
was
the
alive.
ship was alive. You think the ship was alive,
The
or it was
ship was
just the
alive.
gateway?
Yeah.
It was alive.
Okay.
The
Okay. You
gateway
think it was
shut
like all...
down when the gravity...
That's true,
is
because
not-
then the gateway opened up, even
Yeah.
though it was impossible.
No.
Should have
right.
been impossible, but it
Should have
was-
been
it was
impossible.
alive. This is like us blinking.
All right.
Ship just does evil things.
Damn ships be doing ship things.
Ships be shipping.
Ships be shipping. Do you know that shipping means something else to the kids now? They like when they think two people should get together, that's called shipping. And that's
receiving.
Oh, shipping and receiving. All right. So somebody help me out here. Maybe do some research. It rattles off 3 pretty near dates in the written exposition. I believe it said something was in 2015 that we had already passed.
Yeah, it was
I
like
think
2040 and then 2047.
2040, 2047. I
maybe,
can't remember what the
2047.
first date was, but it
Because it
was
was like 7 years after. So I thought it was 2040 to 2047. But
So in 1997, they thought we would be able to get to like start working on the moon and have a colony on the moon by 2015, I think. And then it was like, then we made it out to Mars and started mining Mars. And then we decided to see how far we could go. Right. That's what we learned at the front. And that's all in the next 50 years from when it was made. Do you think they were over?
Oh, they always.
They always do that.
Yeah.
They always, like flying cars are supposed to be in the 50s.
Right.
What the fuck? Still waiting for my flying car.
right.
It would be a logistical nightmare, though, I think.
Oh, yeah, it would be way worse than roads. I think about that frequently. That's something
Logistical
that lives
nightmare.
rent-free in my
we
head.
can't keep people on the road.
It's like,
so
stay in your lane, jackass.
it would just get worse.
Somebody just dive right. It would have to be like on
Fifth Element. Did you see that shit? That was
like Fifth
chaos,
Element
is what
and,
that shit was.
In the Star Wars prequels, where they're on Coruscant, and there's all there's
Nerd.
flow. There's flow.
Patrick
Nerd.
knows about Coruscant, probably.
Yeah, it was a city.
It's a city. Is that where the gambling was happening? Was that like one of the later ones, like 7, 8, or 9? Or no?
Something like that. I don't
Patrick's
know.
throwing shit. He's so upset that with our lack of Star Wars knowledge. All right, so yeah, like Escape from New York, I think was meant to be 1999. I think was what
Right.
they put that as the date when they made it. But yeah, it's fun to see that we're now in 2026 and we have a rover on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about as far as we've gone, right? Or help me out.
Hasn't Voyager cleared the solar system?
The solar system?
Cleared Pluto?
Clear.
That's been
No
a while.
idea.
Did you guys hear about Pluto? Messed up. No, never mind. That's a Psych reference. That was one character on Psych you'd always kept up. That was his like icebreaker. You might need to edit that. Having some stroke moment here.
Nope, it's all in there, man.
No.
Anyway, you guys hear about Pluto? That's messed up, man. Because they demoted it.
Right, it's a dwarf planet now.
Dwarf planet. All right. So we start off basically with Weir, Sam Neill's character Weir, having visions. I think awoken from a nightmare by a call, basically saying, "Get up here now. We got to tell you something." And then we smash cut basically to him getting on the ship where we meet the crew.
What was it called?
Right.
What was the name of the ship? I can't remember.
What was they say it a bunch when they're like, "Get back on the."
That's
Shoot.
weird. We know the movie's named after a
Oh,
ship.
the Lewis and Clark.
The Lewis and Clark.
Lewis
Yeah,
and- okay.
right.
We should know that.
We should
Since
know
we're
that.
in St. Louis.
Since oh yeah, Lewis and Clark. They're big names around here.
Yeah, it's
kind of
a
a
little
big
bit.
deal. It's all these trails that like you can go look at a sign that says they were there.
One of them's buried.
Well, they're both dead. They're both buried, probably.
One of them's buried in St. Louis, Jagaloon.
Yeah.
Smash cut. They're like, okay, these people are pissed. They're supposed to be coming in for leave for long-awaited R&R vacation, but
So you know shit's gonna go bad.
they
for
get
them.
that always, man. You always feel bad for them because, like, there's parts of the day where, like, I'm at work and it's like it's 9:30 and I'm already like, I need to get home. I've been here way too long. I'm talking AM.
Yeah,
That's just one. That's one day.
like I'm
They've
not
been
doing
out.
this today.
They've been
I'm not
out in
doing
space away from their family for months, due from some R&R. So they are not excited about this distress signal that they picked up.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's important to note Sam Neill, Dr. Weir, when he wakes up from a nightmare, sees a picture of his wife that he's got posted
Right.
by his bed, and then has also a shrine to his wife on the wall as
You're
well.
saying that
So,
we know that she's dead.
well, we don't know. Just saying. There's a
You don't feel
lot
like
of
it's
pictures
gone
of his
well.
wife.
Like that
You're
kind of
just like,
scene
huh.
doesn't.
How long has he been gone? Where is
So-
what's the story with the wife? Like,
Yeah.
we
Did
don't
anyone
know.
else at first think
But
that
it is an important part of them.
that she
later
was a one of the crew members on the Event Horizon.
Yeah.
At first, I'm like, oh, I get it. That's why he's so.
No, at first I thought he's on this space mission and she's at home, cooking and cleaning,
I mean, but later,
having
holy
having
shit.
some other astronaut's baby.
Wow.
Damn,
Oh, that's dark.
he's mad at her. Tell us about those Reddit moderators.
He goes on this big rant. The other last one was it the last one?
That was like 3 ago. You guys just
3 or
rehash
4,
everything
4 or
every
5,
episode.
actually. Yeah.
You're gonna make fun of martyrs again.
Oh, I already hit martyrs.
Episode. I know.
All right, so I'm going to admit that I thought his motivation for getting to this Event Horizon was maybe his wife is on it. So maybe it was a misdirect, or maybe it was just me trying to read into something.
It's a little hazy there because, it makes sense that he would want to get there fast enough
Find her. She's alive.
'cause she's back, right? Not dead.
I didn't think that she was back. I just thought, honestly, that he's excited about it because it's his ship. It's his baby. He's like, they found it again, and I get to go. Like, they're asking me to come check it out because I built the whole thing.
Yeah.
In the original one, in the original cut, I do believe there is a scene where he goes from his room to be briefed on what they discovered, right? So there's a whole section, and I do probably think that we would have learned earlier that he helped create the ship, helped it move
Or
faster.
that if his wife was on it or not.
Yeah.
No, and
So-
that's why he sells himself on kind of like, oh, I'm the perfect one to go look at the
Right.
ship. I designed it and built it.
I guess
So,
he lobbies for him to be the choice to
yeah,
go
I think
to
that for him
in
is just
that.
like,
So-
oh, good, it's back, and I'll get to see all the updates.
So he's on the ship. He's like, I'm so happy that I'm here with you guys, accompanying you. And they're basically like, F you, we're not happy. Get in that tank, basically, right? So we learn a little bit about them, a little bit about their personalities, which Mike hit on pretty well. There's the kick-ass lady on the ship. There's the surrogate mother on the ship. There's all kinds of relationships, mentor, mentee kind of things. It looks like Cooper has taken Baby Bear under his wing, which I'd be like, don't call me Baby Bear, man. Come on, I'm not your Baby Bear.
Oh, once you get a nickname in the military,
you don't get a choice?
You don't know.
You're Baby Bear forever?
That's it. Yep.
It feels like, I don't know. He has to walk around holding Cooper's pocket is what it sounds like.
He bought it for a pack of smokes.
I'm just saying. I mean, you can't.
It
had
takes
that
one
feeling.
time, just one time, and it's stuck with me forever.
What are you quoting there?
Oh no,
okay.
nothing. Just one
That's
time
funny.
in general. You probably didn't love that name, but
Right.
whatever, because like the mom calls him that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And that's the one she's a doctor, I think. So we know it's got the standard crew. Standard crew. We don't need to go into the crew.
Yep.
We got the biggest hot take I've got here. The grossest thing in the entire movie is when Sean Pertwee's character puts his gum on that counter like he's going to eat it later. Or like, ugh, nasty, man. I mean,
It's a clean ship. The ship looks really clean.
I do that. I do that all the time.
you don't know whose
Calendars.
hand's been on that tab. What was it? Some kind of like
Sometimes I just take my gum out and drag along surfaces at work.
escalator handrails.
In the bathroom.
Oh man.
You do it to improve my immune system. It's good for you.
Just as a germ thing.
Yeah, and I mean that's a basic germ thing. That's like everybody should have that thing. Don't lick the handrails. All right. So anyway, we learned that they have to fly in a stasis, or they call it stasis, don't they call it? But basically, it's a tank. You're pressurized differently because they're going to hit so many G's to get out to Neptune, right?
Yep.
So cool. And then they wake up, and then he does the exposition about the ship, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Is that the order of events?
Yep.
We learn
he has a nightmare while he's in the tank, and they
Oh,
bust him
yeah.
out, and yeah.
he has a bad night. He's having some
I think that's when we
issues.
realize that his wife might be out there because he has a nightmare about his wife. I think
Does he see? Is this the nightmare where
there.
he sees her committing the suicide or not yet?
not yet,
Not yet.
Okay, not yet.
but
you
she's
know
like
something,
missing
so.
her eyes or something.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Is this where they steal the Hellraiser line where he says we
Not
have such
yet.
sights
That's
to
also
show
later,
you?
Yeah.
I'm like, really, guys?
He's spoiling all of it.
No, I'm sorry. Well, we're trying not to do scene by scene anymore, so I'm trying
No,
to
I
not to do
know.
these
Yeah,
more.
I'm
So,
sorry.
yeah. So exposition time, right? What's so special about the ship, or what are we doing out here, guys? Because I don't even think they said what we're doing. They just headed towards this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
Lewis and Clark is a
classified.
search and rescue ship.
Right.
That's their job, is search and rescue. And the Event Horizon's been missing for 7 years, and then there was a radio transmission that it's out there.
Right.
And so it's their job to go
And it's
get
been
it.
missing for years.
Yeah.
So where's it? Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I think they said 2040 it disappeared, and 2047 was where they're at, and they heard it. Whatever.
Right. So where's it been? His theory is that it went faster than life to go millions of light years away, essentially, right? Outside of communication range.
And everyone's
And
like,
now
"This
it's
is
Why did he say
possible."
it was supposed? It was like a test, right?
They're supposed to go to like Alpha Centauri.
Alpha Centauri. It's
I think
always
like,
Alpha Centauri.
They're
Isn't it?
supposed to go to another star, but
Right.
then
It's the
it
closest.
just disappeared and never came back. So they're like, oh, well, that's
That's not good.
Not
So
great.
the official story was to the public was that something went wrong and they're not going to be ever heard from again. But then I guess there was a secret story that he was explaining to them that the gravity drive actually opened up and worked, right?
yeah, but not everybody.
They don't
knew
know
it.
where they were.
Correct.
But like I guess equate it to now, like the Artemis just went on that 10-day voyage, right?
Yeah.
So like, it'd be like if the Artemis just disappeared when it went around the dark side of the moon, and like we don't know what happened to it, and then in 2033 it just shows back up, like coming back into orbit for
That'd
Earth.
be
And you'd be like,
wild.
everybody would be like, oh, we got to get there and see what's going on.
Everyone's
Yeah.
apes.
Wasn't that the plot of a show? Like, what was that? The Manifest one where the airplane went away for like so many years and then just showed up with everybody on it.
Was that Lost?
something like that?
There's one new one that's like
A newer
Manifest,
version
I
of
think.
Lost?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Mike's favorite show is Lost, by the way.
No.
We reference Lost
Never
every
seen it.
episode. All right.
But this is where we find out that you can get from one place to another by just folding space in half.
Just folding it.
He takes the pin up as an example, folds it in half, punches a little hole in it, and was like, the quickest way to get from one place to another isn't a straight line. It's just
Baby
fold
Bear
space
says straight
and you
line.
can just you're right there. And
So,
it's like, well,
yes.
how can you be right there? And
Exactly. So
I don't know how you fold space. Space is fucking huge.
you just fold it in. We talked about
I
it.
know.
You
Yeah,
just
you're right.
fold it.
It's the gravity drive.
I'm sure somebody
gravity
came up
drive.
with a theory 40 years ago.
Right. It's
And it would be comparable to folding space, and now it's just in every sci-fi movie.
Yeah. And I think they just do that to make it easier for you to kind of grasp the concept of like,
Yeah.
hey, we're not going to give you all of the nerd details about how we did this, but just assume that we did it. And you're like, okay.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, Mike did bring up a good point, though. There's a little back and forth between Stark's character where she's like, oh, that's impossible. Nobody can go more than faster than light speed. It's so-and-so's law, Newton's law. I don't know.
Not that one.
Einstein's
I don't know.
relativity.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Something like that.
That's the one.
That's the one. Bingo. Yeah, you can't go faster than light. Well, you can get around it, is what they said. So that's where we're at. And also, Mike brought up a good point when he had the vision in the stasis, when Dr. Weir had the vision. That is when we first start to think something's pulling him, right? There's something, either that or he's just having messed up dreams. But like,
you
it
don't
feels
know,
like
right?
something.
Like they really don't give
Right.
you, even once they get to the ship, they're not necessarily convinced that there's anything wrong with the ship except that it's an abandoned ship. And then they do they kind of ping it or whatever, and it's like, oh, the ship's alive. That's why we can't see anybody alive. But they don't really understand it.
Well, yeah,
But that's
there's a ton of life forms they're
You
picking
don't-
up on, right?
From
Yeah.
trailers and stuff, you don't know what the movie's going to, it's a horror,
Yeah.
space horror movie, and then it takes a paranormal
Your mom's
twist.
a space whore.
Your mom's in the space horror movie.
But yeah, all the trailers, you just don't know what you're getting into. And I
Right.
think that the first hour of the movie, they just kind of creep along.
I kind of love the trailers that do that. On the record several times saying I try not to watch anything about the trailers, but when I used to, like StarCraft. Do you guys remember StarCraft? Was
Yes.
it No, Space Gate. What's the gate? Stargate.
Stargate.
MySpace, Facebook.
Face place.
Exactly. So Stargate. Exactly. The first few trailers, there was nothing. Like, it showed this gate or whatever, and I'm like, I'm in. But then once the trailers started showing all this Egyptian shit, I'm like, I'm out.
I like Stargate.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Ish.
It's solid sci-fi. It's fun.
It's fine. Yeah. So yeah, when you keep me at the I don't know what's gonna happen, like the Event Horizon, I'm more happy. Happy with that. All right. So they come up to the ship and it has a giant Event Horizon on it, which was a little
the name of the ship. Yeah.
I mean, whose job is that to do that?
It's out past Neptune.
Not
It's
past
on the
Neptune.
dark side of Neptune, I guess.
And
where
they-
there's a storm on Neptune.
Yeah, it's like in the it's supposed to
in
be
perpetuity.
in the
Gas giant.
Always.
ionosphere to make it more thematic. They were like, we want this where it's not totally in space, but like there's some weather elements that we're going to deal with that we're going to put into it. But we're still in space.
And did you hear the numbers they were shouting out? Like, they're like, we're 300 meters away. We should be right on top of them. I'm like, no, you're still 300 meters away.
I think it's all relative. Like, I imagine guys on aircraft carriers are like, we're 300 meters away from this.
That's true when you're traveling that
heavy
fast.
cruise.
That's really
we need to get
fucking
the
close.
fuck away from them.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever. They were able to stop just in time.
Yeah.
Once
Well,
the
it's
clouds...
not a load bearing. They need to dock with the Event Horizon.
Wait, that's not load
Wait. Yeah.
It is now.
They were able
Doc.
to stop before
Load bear this,
It is
nerd.
now.
before smashing into it. They were able to stop right on there, and everybody's in awe
They
of the size.
clamped onto it. Yeah.
They clamped onto the little bitty antenna or whatever that was.
Bent the shit out of it.
Yeah.
That's not a load bearing structure.
And then they sent out
It is now, Doc.
the umbilicus, is what they called that long tube they sent out, that long throat they sent out. I'm like, ugh. That's weird.
Getting gross
Other
already.
movies are like they'll like actually have a docking device on the ship. Other than that,
Right.
It wasn't flexy at all either. It was just a straight shot. So good flying, I guess. All right, so the doctor's like, I gotta go, and he's like, no, I need you on the ship. Right? That's where we start, and then they explore it. What do we think about the effects at the time? Like with the cups floating around and things bouncing off each other pretty hard, and it looked kind of cartoony
so
a little
bad. I don't know where they spent $60 million because the CGI
CGI was so much more expensive back then.
It was
That's where
so
it went.
bad, though. It wasn't even good. Like in the opening shot, there's like some space trash floating around, and it's like doesn't look real. And even the part where
It's like a
Sam Neill's
stapler.
shaving, and he like looks over at the sink on the other side of the room, and there's like a drop of water comes down. Like I'm like, that was CGI'd. I'm like, you can't even get like a faucet to drip a couple drops for real.
Some
like,
guy on the other end.
oh my god, even that was fake. I'm like, man, that's so bad. And then in thinking this part where they go to get on the ship for the first time and that like stuff's floating around, there's like a pair of pliers
Right.
in the foreground that like if you in relative to the space they're
It's
in, I'm like, are
huge.
those pliers like 20 feet long?
Yes,
Holy
they
shit.
were. They were 20 feet long. So Patrick, you agree with the quality?
The CGI.
I mean, it was
doesn't hold
97
up.
though.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
For
I
what
would
it
say
was,
that
like at
probably
the time, I was like, oh my god,
on
space.
par. Right, it's
This
floating.
is great.
They didn't know we were gonna have 4K
That stuff
TVs.
doesn't bother me. I can get past that.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I think about the time. I'm just saying though, like it looks bad. Like Jurassic Park looked way better
Yeah. Spielberg at his best.
4 years prior, but
I also want to mention that the baby bear's name is actually Justin. I forgot to mention that. It's a good name. There was a Justin in Ready or Not. That was the dick on the other end of the OnStar. And then we got this Justin.
Fuck
so
you, Justin.
yeah, that's right.
I'm loving it. I'm loving
Suck my
it.
fucking dick, Justin.
Whoa. Easy.
She wasn't having it.
How about that hallway that looks like a meat grinder?
Yeah, what
That's
the fuck is
perfectly
that?
normal.
Yeah. it was-
Let's go everywhere here. Let's talk about the gravity drive and the hall. I think somebody said it looks like a meat grinder. Didn't one of the characters
think
say
so.
it looks like
That
a meat
feels like-
grinder?
yeah.
What was the show, the movie with the guy from? It had Sigourney Weaver on it. They had like a space show.
It's aliens.
No.
Oh no, Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
yeah.
Quest.
Yes.
Gotcha.
When they were trying to get to that, wherever they had to get to, there was just some needless, dangerous thing they had to get to. And I feel like they were making fun
Right.
of this movie.
You think so?
The fucking meat grinder
Yeah.
hallway. What the
Yeah.
hell?
So yeah, they're all in separate areas of the ship, right? Let's divide and conquer. Even though we think there's life forms alive, right? Because they ping some life forms.
They can't nail it down, but there's life forms kind of all over the ship, which is the ship is a fucking alive.
Foreshadowing happens.
They don't
with-
see any people yet, but I think they enter a space where there's like blood and bones like stuck to the
There
wall,
are,
but
she
they don't
it's
see
dark.
it.
It's dark, so they
Yeah.
didn't see that
It was
yet.
We see it
behind them.
behind them, but they don't see it yet.
She sees some blood on like a
on the countertop.
Yeah.
Just like, oh.
Yeah, there's blood here. You got blood. Ew.
There's
Hope that's not nowhere else.
the word corpsicle was used. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that came up later.
The body that was floating around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all in different areas. We see the gravity drive. Justin sees the gravity drive.
Yeah.
He's tethered for some reason. I don't know why he's the only one that was tethered.
Well, I think so he could inspect it and they could pull him out of it.
Was
'Cause
he
it's
supposed to
some
go
liquid-
into it?
It's like the Stargate.
I don't
There's some,
think
like,
it was
liquid
supposed
shit.
to be open though. Like
Yeah, they even
I
said like
think-
you're not supposed to be able to do that. Like,
Right, it's not
because
supposed to be
not
active.
supposed to be on because Weir says like, oh, that's impossible, crazy, and you're just like,
Well, I just did it.
It happened.
I just did it. Don't tell me what I saw. Cooper was pissed, man. Like that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Peter sees the body floating around. Eventually, we see the shit all over the walls, the goo, viscera, whatever, and we know something horrible went on. So now it's like it turns into a. When did Lewis and Clark get hurt? Was that when the shit was happening with the gravity drive?
I don't know.
Because a big blast came out. Was that
Yeah,
while they were
when-
rescuing Justin?
After Cooper gets Justin out, there's like a pressure breach.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a fire. There's electrical issues. So I think it is right around
So
here.
then it became we're isolated on the ship. Might as well figure out what happened and try to fix Lewis and Clark at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's get this video.
And that might have been when we get the
Staticky.
corpsicle because, like, I think someone breaks it or it hits a wall and it breaks like the T1000.
Yeah,
Like,
They
I thought it
activate
was
the
just, like,
gravity
gravity coming back on.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
Oh, that's what. And it hits the
because they're
ground.
turning on
and-
the power and they're trying to
Yeah.
put oxygen in the
Yeah.
bigger ship to
like
make sure
liquid
it's
nitrogen, it
stable,
just
and then-
breaks into pieces.
and everything goes wrong.
Right. Bring the scrubbers. We learned the scrubbers were an important part of this.
Yeah.
Those CO2 scrubbers, you had to share. Take them off one ship, put them on the other. And also there was some foreshadowing that we saw with the explosive devices that detaches the main
Yeah, it's
hull.
built in.
Yeah,
Right. The explosive device,
yeah.
in case you needed to detach, you could use the other part as a lifeboat,
that's
essentially.
how my SUV is. I
Right.
have explosives in the middle seat, so if I have to detach, I can just go.
Makes
Gotta
sense
be
to
really
me.
careful not to press that button.
It was like
billions of dollars on that ship. The Event Horizon had to have been billions of dollars.
Yeah.
You saw how big that thing was? That
Yeah,
was
huge. It's the size of a
You've
skyscraper.
got to get all of that into space. I don't know how much each launch of whatever nowadays costs.
Maybe it was attached
or the space
to
shuttle.
Maybe it was put together in a space station kind of thing. What do you
But
think?
you still have to get all that material
You do.
into space,
You do.
which is
'Cause aren't they flying around in like a
very
weird erector set looking? Isn't Sam Neill flying around in a weird just looks like a frame from that you'd build with a erector set?
Yeah.
It's crazy looking. It was no Event Horizon. That's all I know.
Yeah. Did we get to did they get to where the message yet? Where they're hearing the radio?
That
mission
was
of-
bthey went on. Good call.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
they
they
were-
hear a message and the guy's they're trying to figure out what it says. They can't. It's all staticky.
It's staticky.
They hear some voices, but it's
Oh,
all
it's in
mumbled.
Latin.
And the guy's like,
It's-
I think I hear Latin. It says save me,
Save me.
or liberate
Liberate
me.
me is
Yeah,
what
which
he
is
does.
save me or whatever.
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
But
Which we
what a
find that out
spoiler
later.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
good
Google
call.
that real
Good
quick.
call. Yeah, so it wasn't a very inviting message that was playing over and over, I believe. It
Right.
sounded like lots of screaming.
Yeah.
And there's Latin in there. So we've got creepy Latin. We've got screaming.
Yeah.
Let's board this thing, man.
Yeah.
Why not?
Nothing wrong. Ship's possibly alive.
Right.
Only heard blood curdling screams and some guy
Right.
say liberate me in a language that's been dead for thousands of years.
Right.
Yeah. And their little machine that figures out that they can detect life forms, there's there's no life forms, so it must be the ship that is a life form itself.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Let's get on.
You'd almost just wonder if your stuff was
Does that make
broken.
sense?
Yeah.
No,
No, let's get on.
No, yes.
Sounds good.
Yes, no.
I mean, and here's they were able to predict that we'd be up.
that's one of the nitpicks of this from all the critics is there's stuff that they say, but they can't prove it, or that doesn't make sense. They explain a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense, and the things they don't explain, it's well, that doesn't make sense either. But anyway, I'm just saying.
I also like that we're able to travel to Neptune, but we're still using DVDs or CDs as our storage components at this point.
It's the most practical way to store information.
Right.
You couldn't come up with a thumb drive in your mind. You couldn't come up with
Right.
some kind of
Kind of like cube. You just put this cube somewhere, and it's
Yeah.
got
right, just a storage transfer.
quantum
Yeah,
data
it's just a transfer
storage.
thing.
You would think they would have gone holographic,
Something.
in a better, in a different world.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'd have been like,
freaking C-3PO or no, R2-D2 had a little holograph in his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see
Maybe
a.
spend
I didn't see a. I
$65 million on it and add the
didn't
holograph.
see a CD anywhere. Did you guys see it? Well, that was a long time ago. Actually, it was in a galaxy far, far away. So that was before.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Different galaxies.
My bad.
Which
guys.
brings me to another nitpick I'll touch on later, but let's move on through the rest of this.
All right. So Justin is the first or the first victim in quotes, right? He is catatonic essentially. They bring him to the sick bay. He could wake up in 2 minutes, or he could never wake up. Always a good vague.
It's unknowable.
These Justin
It's
and
in
DJ,
one of the 30, 40 minutes that was cut.
Justin, DJ, Cooper, and Stark, I feel like get a little. This was cut for sure. It does kind of talk about their fears that don't get, used against them by the ship. So they get kind of screwed, man.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, while Peters is tending to Justin, baby bear, this is the first hallucination?
This is the first one, but before
First
this, we get
hallucination?
Cooper versus Dr.
Because
Weir, because
shit's going on.
Shit's going on. Cooper's like, here's what I saw to
That's
Captain.
impossible.
And Dr. Weir's like, that's impossible. Calls him delusional.
Delusion.
Actually.
That's my theory, is that he's
And
delusional.
Cooper's like, I know what I saw.
And that's when we get you're
And
talking to
something
a
about gravitational distortion.
right. That's
You know.
gaslighting is what it is.
Yeah, he's
saying-
gaslighting the shit out of him. Yeah. That's the
saying-
proper way to use that
he's,
term.
He's
everybody.
saying you're crazy. You don't know what you saw.
Yeah.
Straightening the world out. One pod at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
And then the gateway, nobody should go near it. Someone might die. The ship is in pieces, whatever. Or the ship is built in pieces, so like the front bay can break off as like a safety pod or whatever.
Yeah.
So as of right now, after
And
Justin,
then Peter's first hallucination. Yeah.
right. So after Justin was affected, they say, what's Laurence Fishburne's name in this one? It is
Captain
No, it's not.
Captain Morpheus.
Morpheus says, all right, we're to be safe, we're going to
Captain Miller.
Miller says
Charlie should have known that.
nobody can go in there.
I was going to let you guys flounder around for a while.
Yeah, nobody can go in there. And
I just had to
Weir
scroll
is
up.
pissed. Weir's pissed. He's like, it's perfectly safe, blah, 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 blah. Right.
When clearly it is not.
It is clearly not safe. But then we start to see, and this is where Charlie, I think we recorded this part where you say, don't keep secrets, right?
Yes.
Like if you see your son in a bubble or whatever that was with maggots on his legs, tell somebody. Right? Tell somebody you are starting to see hallucinations, but that is kind of washed away by Weir saying that this is possible disturbance from the travel and from the warp drive and all that stuff. So it's like, I guess she did kind of tell someone, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's just so much science. Like you're like, oh, you just have to accept that it happened.
Right.
You're just seeing stuff because science.
Right. I think they're about to open the gateway, and then something happens.
Wait, were they going to open it?
Well, yeah, I think so. So Dr. Weir goes down there, and something goes haywire. So he crawls into he opens some part of the wall where the gravity drive is. He crawls inside like a massive computer. It's really cool.
It is
all these
cool.
neon
And he
green
starts-
lights.
Yeah.
It's like a million motherboards, and he's just like crawling around in it.
trays out.
Yeah.
This is Charlie's.
It's like visually, I thought it was pretty cool. It's not. It doesn't
visually
seem
cool,
It doesn't
but
seem
That is
like it
stuff
would work.
you should never touch.
Right.
I mean, you
Well,
got to ground yourself. You have to have all kinds of different.
Yeah.
Just pulling it out and breathing on it.
It
fucked
looks
up.
like a scene where like in any action movie where a dude's like crawling through like an air duct, except it's neon
It was
green
like
and
a
there's
Star
motherboards
Trek
all over it.
episode
Right.
Where
This
the
is
captain's up there with his sonic screwdriver. or whatever.
this is similar to the cabin in the woods scene where they have to
Yeah.
like fix everything. Remember the explosives weren't going
Tunnel
off in
didn't
that
go off, so
tunnel.
he gets underneath there and
He
starts
gets
pulling
just
shit out.
pulling shit out and fixing fuses and all that stuff. He knew exactly where to go,
Yeah.
and that's what.
But he
Weir-
starts hallucinating down there too.
He does start hallucinating. He sees his wife again, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where that was one of the jump scare scenes where it's kind of like, oh, that was
It was creepy.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
nobody likes to be in the dark.
Right.
Nobody can
Yeah,
hear
all the
him.
power went out right in there.
It's a haunted house movie.
And then
It did a
also
really
he's in
good
the-
job.
He's
It
in
is.
this dark confined space.
Remember, we debated if Event Horizon should count as a haunted house.
No.
Oh, well. I retract that statement.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope. It's on the record.
It's a haunted ship.
You can't triple stamp, double stamp.
And then yeah.
Too late.
So I think Captain Miller gets Doc out of there, finds him, helps him get out, and then that's when
Here's him talking to himself.
yeah, Lieutenant Stark brings up the notion that the ship is a living thing, and Captain Miller's like,
You're stupid.
I don't want to hear that.
Right.
Aren't the two other guys working on the
Lewis and Clark.
the whole time?
Right.
Yeah,
Pertwee.
Justin and
No, Justin's in the.
Justin's
yeah.
got.
So Sean Pertwee. I need to find his
well,
character name.
when he awakes, he goes in the airlock, right?
Oh, that's when he tries to kill himself. Yeah. Which we can nitpick the science on that one too. But like if you blow out all the air in your lungs and you make yourself a ball while your eyes are exploding,
You're
gonna be okay.
Your eyes will not explode.
I'll tell that to Justin.
You will freeze pretty quickly, especially way out in Neptune when there's no.
I mean, how quickly? Because he got him. He did the whole jump and I guess why
I
did he
feel
close?
like in every movie where someone actually like is trapped in the airlock or goes out into space not in their suit or their suit malfunctions, like something different happens.
That's
sometimes
true.
the pressure crushes them. Sometimes
they freeze.
They just freeze.
Blood shoots
Sometimes
out
they
their
just
ears
explode. I don't know what the right answer is.
we need
what happens if you end up in space without your suit?
We need Mythbusters to show us what happens.
I'd like to see them do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ruin
need
other of our favorite horror
They need a
movies.
$60 million budget, apparently.
Yeah.
So he's not listening or paying attention to anybody when he's in there.
Who, Justin?
Justin.
Yeah,
Until
he wakes up out of the trance. He's like, where am I?
after it's too late.
He
to
said
get him
something
out.
about the dark man's coming or something like that, which is kind of racist
And I think
to
the
say.
ship was
Right.
torturing him. Was fucking. He like got him in there, got it until it was too late to open the door. It was like on a 30-second countdown, and boom,
Yeah.
you can be yourself again and be scared to death that you're about to die.
I'd be pretty scared.
But I did feel like, though, for a search and rescue team, like, and knowing that there was still time left on the countdown, like watching it again this time, I was like, he had time to push the button and just abort. Like,
Oh, you
there,
mean
like,
while he was in there? They
Yeah.
should have said, hey, is
like,
there an override button?
He wakes up and he's confused, but he knows where he is, and he just stands there and goes like, I don't know what to do. And it's
Push
like,
the damn button.
You're a search and rescue guy. Like,
That's easy.
this is your job.
Good call.
This is your job.
He had time to look around and be like, oh, abort.
Yeah,
or whatever that
just
thing
a real
is.
quick, but also probably a huge flaw for the event.
I think
Horizon
Miller
we
wants
built
to, and then
without
I think
them
Doc's
having
like,
a-
no, we have to stay. Right?
They can't. Who?
Miller wanted to abort the mission completely.
Oh no, I mean
I
like
got this, like-
just hitting a board to like
Justin's
the
inside
I'm talking about
Oh, yeah,
airlock, abort the airlock thing.
Right.
I think there was, if there wasn't an abort button.
Well,
that would
wait, I'm sorry. We skipped a major part before he wants to abort the mission.
Well, yeah, he does.
We find out what's on that tape, and there's video on that ship's log.
Right. Yeah. This is all in this time frame. It's right before Justin goes in there. They see the chaos video. Right.
Yeah.
Where?
video.
All right.
I
Talk
needed
about
20 more minutes of this video.
Yeah.
It exists somewhere.
It does. Did you bring that with you? What's on the video?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because I know what's on the video.
I mean, there's a lot of quick cuts. There's ripping out of
cuts.
eyes.
Sure.
There's ripping things
There's
out of
fisting
mouths.
your own mouth.
There's there things going in mouths. There's intestines being ripped out of mouths. There's things going in asses. There's intestines being
Whoa.
pulled out of asses. I think it's all very fast, but it
goes quick.
whoa.
Gross. Gross.
It was bloody and disgusting, and
Yeah.
a lot
I
of
did
things
frame
going
by
in and
frame
out
it a long
of
time
other
ago,
places that don't need to be
and-
going in and out of places.
yeah, that dude was getting railed by
Yeah.
that chick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there was like 30 more minutes of that, like that they left out, and I guess they had hired like adult film stars and amputees
And-
to make it
Whoa.
look more realistic.
Wow.
because like they really like
And-
pull people apart.
Used a lot of prosthetics too
Yes.
for
yeah.
I'll
Like
find
I mean,
that.
it's just
All those practical effects they cut out of this.
They
Oh,
were like,
man.
nope, that is gonna give it.
I like
and
practical effects.
NC-17.
So here's
wow.
what I was able to find in my research on what was in the infamous extended blood orgy.
Okay.
Blood
Okay.
orgy.
Self-embowelment, self-disembowelment, cannibalism, so people eating each other, eye mutilation, broken limbs, ritualized torture, sexual violence, crew mutilating one another. Yeah. So
Or as
use
Justin
performers.
calls it Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We call that light entertainment.
Light foreplay.
Famously, Anderson used performers, as Patrick referenced, and prosthetics for material too graphic to survive the cuts. So, allegedly, people recoiled in the test screening. So this was a
Perfect.
informed, right? It's like that works two ways. It's a double edged. Sometimes that will draw more people in,
This
right?
could have gotten an 11 on the gore score.
I think it could have gotten 11. And it's a pretty gory one.
And
It gets there, yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually it gets there for sure.
So we see it and everybody's like, let's get the hell out of here. It turns into fix this shit as fast as possible, fix Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
It's still leaking a little air from the seals that they put on there, but let's get the hell out of Dodge.
Dr. Weir, this is my ship. I need to be here.
Right.
I need to stay. And Miller's like, fuck your ship.
Right,
Or, fuck this
exactly.
ship.
waving at him.
And then he kind of walks off. Like he kind of disappears, right? Weir, is this when
That's when the ship got him.
at what point do we think Weir is bad? You guys tell me.
Kind of.
I think the green tubes, like when he's in the green tubes, I think that's his first, because that's when his wife like touches him.
Right.
And I think that's where he just kind of goes like, oh, okay, I'm interested now.
Oh,
Even though
there's answers there.
Even though he knows that she's couldn't still be alive in the tubes with him.
He
but
could
she's just
commune
like,
with her.
This has got me intrigued.
Yeah. This speeds up real quick because right after the fuck this ship part, Peters hallucinates seeing her son again. And after she fell for it the first time, she now falls for it the second time, and it kills her.
Yeah.
She takes a false step from like 30 feet up and lands on the gravity drive.
Because like she should have known.
Right.
Like that's not
Right.
Like
Fool me once, shame on me.
watching
Fool
it
me
this time, I
twice,
was like, how do you
or whatever
how
that
do you
is.
know that wasn't true?
Not
And they
your
just
son.
talked about it being hallucinations. So
Not your son.
do you think it's your son? Like
Right.
really think that that's what happened?
Yeah, she climbed up this
She
whatever
wants it.
and
She's
she
all-
fell
she's all
down.
in.
It was a good
Here's
kill.
what could have worked. Here, if gonna give Paul W.S. a little tip here. Say first one could have been like an auditory thing, right? Like it just say,
Heard his voice.
hears him somewhere on the ship.
Would have been
is-
creepier.
Right. And then we, follows him and, blindly falls down that hole.
Yeah.
Which,
right next to the gravity drive, like on that metal grate, which goes basically through her.
breaks her body, right?
Yeah.
And then there's blood, just a whole pool of blood down there.
Which that engine
good.
room, they do a great job of making it like just scary.
Oh, it's
and
hell.
unrealistic. Like
It looks like the inside of
It looks
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser-ish. Yeah.
Like if you could be on the inside.
Yeah.
it kind of
That's-
reminded me of Hellraiser and like Alien in terms
Yeah.
of like just setting like this the background set is just like a scary
Right.
environment.
That is not a normal
a
looking
lot of
machine.
callbacks to Hellraiser, I think.
Oh,
it is.
so many borrowed
Yeah,
Hellraiser
I wouldn't even
things.
say
Right.
homage, but yeah.
Right. We can say
Stolen, yeah.
it's the box is basically this gravity drive, essentially.
Yeah.
Right.
And after that death, like Dr. Weir's wife, we realized that she committed suicide in the bathroom where he was shaving in the morning that day. Gets in the tub, slits her wrist, and
Nudity.
yeah. So that's Dr. Weir's nightmare. Yeah, she took her top off to get in the tub to kill herself,
But not her
put on
bottoms.
panties. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Let's critique this.
Yeah.
They probably reshot that scene because
They probably did. They're like, whoa, guys. Put the merkin on or cut it.
Yeah, and then this is where it amps up because right after we realize that that's his nightmare, the next time we see him, his Dr. Weir, Sam Neill, his eyes are gouged out.
Yeah,
And he says the
she
line.
did that.
Yeah, and he says he's like alive though. And
Right.
he says, I think he says the line, like, we have wonderful things to show you. Which
she
is
said that, yeah.
straight
Or
from
did
Hellraiser.
they both say it?
He says it, I thought.
She said it to
She said
him.
it okay.
And then he might have said it again
Yeah,
later.
which is
but like,
direct rip.
Yeah.
and almost,
Hellraiser.
there was almost a Back to the Future line in this too, where
Yeah,
we're going,
he
we don't
said-
need eyes.
Yeah, I was like, come on, how much stuff we're stealing from Back to the Future now?
Where
Good
we're going,
Lord.
we don't need
We
eyes.
don't need eyes. Get the
Explain,
fuck outta here.
explain. Because you still want to see things, right? I guess you see with your mind or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, we've got that kill. He's running around with no eyes at this point on the ship.
And now
So
we know
he's
the villain.
definitely bad
He's
at
the
this
villain
point,
here.
right?
Is this where he gets the doctor?
He gets DJ. DJ, apparently in the extended, we learn that DJ is afraid of being
Flayed?
flayed alive like that by,
Turned into a frog in biology
Yeah.
lab?
Right. And this was Silence of the Lambs. Rip.
It was very
He
Silence
strung
of
up
the Lambs
like the cop.
At a really impressive
yeah.
speed too. Like the time
Yeah.
between them
Oh, yeah.
getting into that fight and like Captain Miller's on his way because like they're talking back and forth. It's like I'll fix him.
Yeah.
And then it's just like nope, that went bad real quick. And
Yeah.
then the next scene is like I thought they did a good job just cutting away to like showing the after effect of it because you're just like
The guts are neatly arranged on the table too.
yeah.
Apparently that scene was a little longer. It wasn't like there wasn't
That
like
doesn't
a lot
surprise
more
me.
brutal, but like it showed the after effects, them coming upon the doctor afterwards, like there's organs and stuff, like, you know, sitting around. So, but yeah, his fear was always to be vivisected by the. Did you guys even know it was by the auto doctor that I guess?
The auto doctor.
There's like, I guess there's a machine in there.
Yeah,
There's an
I thought
auto
what's his
doctor.
head did it.
Weir did it, but he did it using the auto doctor. So they chopped a lot out of this thing, right?
So Weir really was comfortable with his ship. Like he knew how to
He
go back
knew
in
all
and
of
sort
it,
of
I
program
guess.
it real quick and be like, all right, pull them apart.
He built it. I guess he knows everything
Thanks,
about
AI.
it. Yeah.
Just do what you're told. That's fine.
Then we see. Let's kind of shift to those fears, since I briefly mentioned the DJ's fear was being vivisected or dissected like that, right? Captain Miller, we learn about, he at one point had a failed mission.
Yep.
Where he let somebody down big time, and basically this guy got burned alive. Have you ever seen Space and Fire in Zero Gravity?
I have not, because I've heard fire in space basically
It's impossible.
is
'cause
impossible.
There's no oxygen, right?
Oh, if there's oxygen.
If inside, you're right. If you're at zero gravity and there's oxygen, there could be fire, I guess.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that they would show that better.
It dances
later on. Like it doesn't dance as much as I wanted it to.
It dances
just kinda
all over
comes
you.
in waves.
It hits you like waves.
I wanted to see like a 3D wave though. Like I wanted to see like a ball of fire just like
Yeah.
Dance
Yeah.
around
Exploding out.
and be beautiful. Like the way
Yeah.
Lawrence
This
Wayne
is
Miller
really a love
described
story
it,
gone
to
wrong.
fire. So he lost his guy, which that guy, Korik, I think his name is, but he was supposed to be a larger recurring villain, if you will, like, or the ship manifested itself as a villain, right? So I feel like I've seen a different version of this movie. Does anybody else get that feeling like they've seen a different version than the 96-minute one, or no?
False
Okay.
memories.
But it is
first
probably
time seeing
false
it,
memories,
so.
especially when
Mandela effect.
when I read what the extended version is supposed to look like. I'm like, I've seen that. I've seen that. But anyway, so yeah, that haunts him. So obviously the ship uses that to
Fuck with them.
Yeah.
Torture them.
Yeah. I did see one behind the scenes area where he's running through that meat grinder tunnel and the fire's following him or whatever. How they shot that. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. That cost $59 million apparently.
Yeah, but it must have.
Boom. All right. So that's his fear. We already know Peter's fear. More the child, right? Mm-hmm. And then the wife was Weir's fear. Weir's fear. And then is that it? Or is there another one that they dive into that the ship
I don't
uses?
really remember. Stark's gone for quite a bit of this, but shows
Stark
up
is
later.
missing a lot. Like
But
unconscious. She shows up unconscious.
She gets shining here at the end.
what?
There's a big vat all of a sudden out of nowhere that's like filled with blood or like really red liquid, and it busts open and like almost drowns her, and it's like the shining elevator doors.
Thin. It kind of looked like cherry Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it looked like But I'm like, oh, that's The Shining. Like once they're ripping Hellraiser and Back to the Future and Silence, I'm like, now I'm looking for it. I'm like, oh, that's The Shining.
Yeah.
So at this point, we know that Weir is the killer. Stark knows that Weir's the killer. Miller knows that Weir's the killer. Cooper, at this point,
He's been
finds
outside
out.
the whole time.
Yeah, he's been out. He got blown off.
Well, Dr.
into
Weir
space.
did blow him into space, so he probably realized
there was
the
that
doctor's
scene.
evil.
Oh, Weir
where-
puts the
What's his head? The British guy comes in and he's like looking for
explosive that he knows is on the ship.
Oh,
He opens
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and it's like at 5. He just
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, that's right.
squinches up his
Yeah.
face and braces.
That's all you can do.
Right.
That's all you can do.
He could try to
Yeah.
run, but
Those they bad Chekhov's explosives. Like
They
they're
definitely
like, oh,
dipped.
what is this in the hallway? And they're like, oh, those are explosives. And
Right.
if you blow them all up, it's so
I
that
didn't know
the
they'd
front
come
pod
back.
can like fly off, and then one of them's missing, and you're just like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Right. One
I'm
of
like,
them
well,
missing.
something's gonna blow up.
We
later.
know that Weir doesn't want them to leave, so
then
Yeah.
once
Boom.
his face
And
gets
that's
blown
when
off
Cooper
into
gets-
space.
flying into space.
Yeah.
He has to purge all his air to get back to the ship.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're having a showdown with Weir in the command center, I guess.
Yeah, on the bridge.
And Weir is superpowered.
Yeah,
well,
he's all cut to shit. He's
Yeah.
like he's talking like
looks
Pinhead,
gross.
like a Cenobite, and but he's
Eyes back at
not
this
yet,
point?
not yet.
No,
That's
but
after he
he's all
comes
like
back.
sliced up. He's got
Yeah.
like 100 cuts, deep gouges all over him. It's gross.
Weird the most disturbing part of this movie? Probably Weird, like what they did with Weird.
Nah, I mean, besides the blood orgy video.
I mean,
yeah, Weird's the disturbing.
but as far as the character design or whatever, I feel like that was the most.
Once they make it like absolutely clear he's the villain,
I hate
they fucking lean into it hard.
I hate eye mutilation. I hate it. It's always hard to watch. No, you like you're a big fan.
I'm fine with it.
Big fan of eye mutilation.
Broken fingers, broken toes. That's what gets me.
I know. Right?
Compound fractures. Is
Compound
Charlie's
fractures. It's my bugaboo.
thing. Yeah. So they are able to Cooper shoot something through the thing, or no? They shoot a.
Cooper's
He kills
outside
himself,
the
right?
window.
Doesn't he use one of those bolts?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he makes
things
it all.
they're
He makes it all the way
repairing.
back. Like he uses
makes
oxygen
it's
to,
like, hey guys.
to fly all the way back, and then he's on that little weird like window.
Yeah.
Well,
And Weird
what's his
just
name?
Shoots them.
Lawrence Fishburne character grabs one, and he's going to go
Right,
hunt.
he's gonna kill Weir.
down. And then, of course, Weir beats his ass pretty bad, takes it away from him, and then that's when the fucking dude shows up at the window.
Yeah.
Help!
Hell, guys. Wisecracking the whole time.
Yep.
He's like,
and
I'm coming for you.
then Weir shoots that.
I'm like an idiot. Right?
Yeah,
The
like,
ship,
what do you think
the
this
ship
guy does?
doesn't care about Weir.
But Weir should know. Somewhere in there, Weir knows
is
that we shouldn't shoot this bolt.
Being controlled
through
by the ship. The ship
this
is like,
windshield.
I don't fucking care. if
Why
there's
does a ship
hole.
need a windshield?
Because when you go through the atmosphere, it's like 45,000 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, but like, it doesn't need to be that
You
easy
need
to.
to see outside sometimes.
Right. You gotta see outside. You gotta like move around and stuff.
Remember Apollo 13? You got to like line up, like you got to be able to see the Earth and the Moon, like in the little window.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
It wasn't a big window. It was I mean, relatively small for the
Oddly
size.
shaped, though.
Yeah, it was like a
big
cross.
cross. Yeah.
You don't want to run into a star out there or something.
That's true. That's true.
You're 7,000 miles away.
You gotta watch
Slow
out.
down.
You gotta watch out. All right. So then Weird eyes. Kind of.
Yeah, weird.
Weird eyes.
He gets sucked out.
Gets sucked out, and they have to figure out what are we gonna do, right? Then he pops back up pretty quickly,
They
right?
think it's him when there's like some kind of a perimeter breach or something like that, and it's
it's Cooper. Yeah,
it's Cooper coming back in.
good for Cooper.
Yeah.
That was what we call a like a fan pleasing, like a
Yeah.
let's bring this back for the crowd, right?
Yeah,
we like
I was
Cooper.
glad to
Yeah.
see him come back.
Yeah.
He was the
He
fun
was the LL Cool J.
Yeah,
from
he was the
Lucy.
fun one.
He makes it
Yeah.
back.
All right, I'm talking too much. Who's up? Where are we at right now?
What we got?
I mean, I think we got.
Where this is the final countdown?
Are we
here.
at where they blow the ship and they blow the ship and take the ride?
Pretty
in
much.
the front part of the.
Oh.
Weir does
Almost.
show up again.
Weir shows up again. I think.
Yeah,
because he
I-
fights him in the
Dr. Weir
he fights him in the
shows-
gravity room.
Yeah, Dr. Weir tries to show Miller that like all the crew are dead, they're all tortured, but that's not, I think,
Right,
really the
it
case
shows-
because Cooper's alive, Stark's alive.
But they go through it so quick.
Justin is alive in one of the tanks.
I think they put him in the tank like just damaged.
Justin's
Yeah.
alive. He's not going to be pretty, but he's going
right,
to live.
but he's there.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was weird because like the last half hour of the movie is like almost all action
Mm-hmm.
of like, all right, you already know what's going to happen. Like setup wise, you're like, okay,
Right.
we've got everybody in place to be who they're going to be for the rest of the movie. And then the last, it's like, hang up the doctor, blow the ship. Everybody like get Cooper out of there. Weir disappears. Weir's back, and now you're just like they go through it so fast.
In this time, we learn that not only did it travel further than it should have, it also traveled to hell. Right.
Right. The gravity drive is actually a portal to hell, is what we learned.
It's not a ship, it's a doorway, is
It's a
what
doorway
we
to
learned.
hell.
Right. So basically,
Would AC/DC Highway to Hell needle dropping
Doorway to hell.
two on the nose?
I mean,
at this point,
where we're going, we don't
It's a
need
little over the
ACDC.
top. It's like putting icing on top of icing.
right?
A hat on a hat, something like that. All right, so then we get the final sacrifice, essentially, from Miller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miller makes sure that the other two, Cooper and Stark,
Yep.
and Justin, and Peggy, can make it out of there.
Yep.
Blows it up. They make it home. They're in stasis, right? So
Yeah,
they make it home.
It says 72 days
Weir
later.
gets it, too.
They've been in
He's
the
like,
tanks for 72 days.
Right, Weir gets it. Weir blows
Yeah, he
up.
blows
like
up.
that's the third iteration of Weir. We see him, or third or fourth, right? We see him normal. We see him without eyes. We see him all messed up, and then we see him
with eyes.
with eyes, but like all pinhead out. Like basically, this is the
Yeah, like
biggest
all scarred
pinhead,
up.
right?
Right.
Reference.
Instead of pins, it's just like 100 cuts.
Just all cut
Yeah.
up.
Right. So good fight scene. They make it back. They're safe. Actually, somebody has a nightmare, right? Who has a nightmare on the way home?
Stark. I think.
Stark has a nightmare
Yeah.
on the way home. But they're safe. Are they? Because the doors start to
Yeah.
close and it starts to seem
It sounds like there's
they're
a rescue
not
team
safe.
about to enter the same fate as
They
the
do go in.
previous crew, and then when the door shuts, like that's it.
Do we think
The end.
But that's what she thought. She woke up with everyone, and then the mask comes up and it's weird, and then she wakes up on the
Right.
ground with what's his
Right.
name? Like, oh, wake up,
Right.
you're,
Yeah.
you're good.
But
And
then-
then there's
I
a
think they
there's a
survived.
rescue crew on the way for them.
I think
Same
they
as the Lewis and
survived.
Clark, and then the door shuts, and we're like, well, who are we?
You
we
wanna
we
say-
don't know if they're gonna do to this rescue crew what we are just
Hope
did
not.
to them
I'm always an optimist. I'm like, they're
because the
fine.
movie ends.
There's no
They're
sequel
fine.
that says that. It doesn't
But there's no
Yeah.
sequel that says it
No,
doesn't
but
happen either.
it's a little bit of an ambiguous ending. It's
It
not
does-
a giant one, but it's a little bit.
I do feel like they're making us leave with that ambiguous like feeling.
Yeah.
Like, is this shit?
Yeah.
Is the back
Is
half of the
we're
ship
is
also
we're
still
still
alive?
psychologically in
Right.
charge?
Is
Is
this-
the ship still?
Is this
alive,
just
yeah.
like the
Did
ship's
the-
lung?
Did
I
the
don't know.
gravity drive go off before the explosion, and did they maybe end up in hell before it blew
Right.
up, or like because
Or-
like he was ramping it up to be like we're going back, and they
Okay.
blow up the ship to separate it, and he's frustrated about that. But like, does that mean Weir and the Captain Miller are still on the other half of the ship with the gravity drive in a new dimension?
I
Right.
think it's time for a Event Horizon 2. This time it's personal.
By Wes Anderson.
By Wes Anderson or Paul Thomas Anderson. All three of them should get together and just make this movie.
All the Andersons.
All of them. All right. All right. What do we
That's
give?
it.
What do we give this movie, guys? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I,
If you had to IMDb
I think
review
it's
this.
I think it's a 6. It
Okay.
was rewatchable. It's got a decent story. There's some holes in it and some bad CGI, but I'm willing to forgive all that.
Patrick, what do you think?
Yeah, after rewatching it, I would say 7. Like the time I saw it, it was a 10. 'cause,
Right.
Like, it was just like I'd never seen anything quite like it.
I
But
guess-
watching it now, like having seen a lot more movies and just in general looking at all the references of what it was, like it's 7. It was solid. It was fun. It was just not anything like that to me.
Or let's back it up. Where was it the first time you saw it?
Where?
No. What score was it the first time you saw it?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere in there, 6
Yeah.
or 7.
Okay, so
When I
it
first saw
stays.
it, it stayed
okay,
the same for
okay.
me. Yeah.
Mike,
I mean,
first time you saw it
This,
versus
this is the
this-
first time I
right.
saw it. I mean, I'm with like Charlie. I think it's like a 5 or 6. I think like I said, the 35 on Metacritic. So if you're just saying that critics collectively were like 3.5 out of 10, like that's too low. I think there's a lot of stuff you can nitpick. CGI, the story, taking out 30, 40 minutes of this, probably cut out some of the stuff that could have made some things make more sense or some more of the exposition. But, you know, we can nitpick a lot of stuff, but it was still a good watch. Sam Neill played a good villain. There's a good heel turn in this. The CGI sucked, but the makeup didn't. That's for
Correct,
sure.
correct.
That's for sure.
I'm more Patrick leaning on this one. First time I saw it, I would put it, super high, like 9. Just this was messed up, right? And the CGI didn't bother me at the time because it was on par with what everyone else was trying to do with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't obviously George Lucas level or anything. For when did the prequels come out? Do we know?
2000?
Okay,
Or was
so
it
it was
like
before
98,
then.
99, 2000?
Yeah, before then.
Yeah.
So the CG was fine.
Yeah.
At the time. And then this time around, it definitely lost probably a couple. So I'd probably say that 7 range, just because further removed from that age I saw when I was scared and wanted to recommend it as a messed up movie to people. So
Yeah.
There's
So
that.
the tomato meter is 36. So it
yeah,
agrees
but
with
the fan
Metacritic.
score
is a
is
62.
much higher. Yeah.
Popcorn
Yeah, and that would
62.
make sense. Like I mean, I
right.
hate to say 6, 7, but
Nah.
yeah, it's in that. It's
IMDb
still not a 7 for me.
IMDb has it as a 6.6, like aggregate, from everybody's voting. Rotten Tomatoes critics 36, Rotten Tomatoes audience 62, Metacritic 35.
Release that other 40 minutes that they cut out. Just release the unrated cut.
The critics
for
liked
it.
the gothic production design. Sam Neill going full mad prophet. Visual ambition, so they liked the attempt. And then the brutal burns were haunted house movie in metal drag, Hellraiser in space without brains. Here's the deal.
true.
Like, they hated Hellraiser, though.
Yeah, they shit on
remember?
Hellraiser.
They shit all over Hellraiser. So, like, how can...
Yeah, I mean, we kind of did too.
Yeah.
To an extent.
I mean,
you were
mine
like,
was
this
just
is
like,
awesome. And then you're
oh.
like, so I watched this for the first time in 30 years, and man, it wasn't
Pretty
that
much.
awesome.
Pretty much. I'm like, oh.
Nobody's getting in that movie.
All right, I asked you guys, let's do the categories first.
Okay.
And then let's do some other things like that I asked you guys to come up with. All
I
right.
didn't pay any attention to that.
Let's go with dumbest person in this movie. Who was the dumbest person?
Justin?
The mom.
Peters.
Don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Peters.
Peters,
It's
for
Peters
sure.
for
For
me.
following the hallucination
Twice. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. That's
Man.
pretty funny.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool
Yeah.
me twice.
Never gonna fool me
You
again.
get to fall off a ledge.
Right. You get to fool. All right. Do we have any Hall of Fame stuff coming from this? Is Paul W.S. Anderson, has he done enough in the horror genre to be on the short list? Only 3 Resident Evils, Monster Hunter.
4?
3 or 4.
I think it was 4.
Monster Hunter, Event Horizon, Three Musketeers. Wait, that's not horror.
AVP?
Alien vs.
yeah.
Predator.
Oh,
Yeah.
The first AVP was.
I like the first one. I like the lore they set up.
I
with
saw that in
Resident
theaters
Evil
too, and
stuff.
I
like the
hated it.
I haven't seen all the
I
Resident
was
Evil.
so excited about that because it had
Right.
two.
I thought the
such good
second one
franchises.
was worse.
I thought the second one was
I
better.
thought the second one was better too.
You didn't like the temple where like it was this whole
It was
like
a cool
ritual
idea, it was
thing?
just bad execution.
Yes,
Get outta here.
I agree. It was an idea that I was so excited about, and then that movie came out, and I watched it in theaters with like a bunch of friends, and I was just
The
like,
same.
"Oh my god, that was bad."
Yeah.
I'm going to say no based
Okay.
on those takes.
Based on those takes. I think the first Resident Evil was really good. I think Event Horizon was good enough to be considered, a cult classic and all that. So, and I don't think Alien vs. Predator was that bad. So I wouldn't mind him being on like maybe 4 years from now.
Yeah,
the short
he's on
list.
that list.
That list, right?
But he might do something in the next 4 years. He
Yeah,
could come back and do
exactly.
the extended cut.
He's actually doing a House of the Dead remake, which was. Did anybody watch the U-Bowl one or the U?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
was
bad.
bad.
It was like
Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
it was like a 2% for me. If I had to give it
Yeah.
I'd give it like a 2. All right. What are some other categories, Mike?
Well, we got the rest of the Hall of Fame if you want to do that.
Oh yeah.
Is
Any
Doc,
props?
Dr. Miller?
Oh yeah.
Mortal or immortal?
Dr. Miller.
I'm sorry, Dr. Weir.
Dr. Weir.
Not Captain Miller.
became
Sam Neill.
immortal because the ship won. As long as the ship was alive, he was alive.
So he's
right?
immortal. I mean, he's all cut to shit. His eyes are gouged out, but he's playing Pinhead.
As far as
basically.
design goes,
I'd
as
say
far as
immortal.
creepiest design, I mean, it might give him some. When
I'm
you think
thinking
of-
no.
I think no.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Not that you have
What
to
do
have
you
a
think?
franchise to be like a Hall of Famer, but like it's a one and done.
a one and done.
And also, it's people aren't like, "Yo, did you see Sam Miller in Event Horizon before?" Or Sam
Tim
Neill?
Neal.
God,
Somebody.
my name.
Ben Affleck
fucking
was
all
a
up.
bum in Phantoms.
Right.
I would love for them to come back to this. If
Yeah.
Dr. Miller or Dr. Weir was alive, to have them come back and put it in 2057.
Right.
Man, Stark and Cooper they went crazy.
They have babies. It's their kids that are taking
Yeah,
over.
but we're gonna make an Event Horizon, another ship, and we're gonna try it again.
It's like Top Gun Maverick. It's the
Horizon
kids.
Bound.
Right.
I think that
Like
the
Hellraiser
fact that
2
it
is
lost
Hellbound.
almost $40 million
Oh, shit.
kind of
Yeah.
means it is never.
But here's the deal. We had the same conversation. We had to go through the categories with Planet Terror and Death Proof, and that lost a shitload of money too, right? I think it made
Yeah.
30 between the two of them, right?
Yeah.
So for conversation wise, I think the hats off to what they did with the makeup and everything on him. He looked great, especially with the shirt off, like Mike was saying earlier.
thirsty Mike.
Nah.
no,
Are any of our protagonists here? Like is Captain Miller? I don't think any of them.
no,
are.
he's kind of generic. Like you
Yeah.
mentioned, he's
they're going through the motions. All the
He does a good job as a hero, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's
Does he really save
Hall
the
of
day?
Fame.
I mean,
So many people died.
He sacrifices himself essentially
That's
to do
true,
the thing that
yeah.
he didn't do the last time. He said,
Right.
"Oh, you know, I'll never leave somebody behind again." And
Yeah.
so this time he leaves himself behind. So he kind of takes one for the team. But like, I think when you were describing like the archetypes at the beginning, you're just spot on. Like everybody's got their part, and it all kind of dovetails in really nicely. Like, hey, this is exactly what we would have expected a space captain to do of a search and rescue team. Like, take one for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, McCready stood out.
Yeah,
like he
definitely.
did more, I think. But I don't know, like that's writing wise. I mean,
Yeah.
he was Morpheus here.
Right.
Lawrence Fishburne did exactly what they wanted him to do in this
Right.
movie. And
So
just
probably
didn't have
not.
enough meat on the bone.
Yeah.
Movie props for the Hall of Fame.
The
That-
gravity
that
drive
gravity
is pretty
thing's
fucking
too
baller.
big,
It's
though.
big,
It's
though.
huge.
I mean, just the
Oh, like
gimbal
a-
part of it.
Okay. Maybe like a diorama of it.
I would pick that.
It was
if
cool as
a
shit, though.
scale
So
model.
that's basically like the puzzle box from Hellraiser.
It is the
but
box.
it's a round instead of a box.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would pick that up. Any scale, full size, small on a table.
quarter scale.
But what else?
Well,
those giant
I'd like to
pliers.
nominate. I'd like to nominate something.
Let's hear it.
Snuff porn?
You know when you go. You know when you go to a museum and there's always like there's a part where there's just like a 5-minute movie playing on a loop and like 15 people can go and sit on the bench and watch
know
that
it,
little
yeah.
story.
Right.
I remember that from the 9/11 museum where there's just,
you
videos
can't
playing
pick
all
that,
everywhere.
'cause
So we're just gonna have a wing where there's a little place that like 20 people can
It's got-
sit in,
Right.
got
and the blood
beads.
orgies are gonna be on repeat all
It's
day
got
long.
beads and says no one under 18.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you can take anybody in there.
Bring
I mean,
your
you know
own-
what you're getting into when you're going to the Horror Hall of
It's,
Fame.
it's the full cut. It's the full
Right.
It's
cut.
the full cut, just on a loop.
Bring your own leather assless chaps.
Then just a slow-mo version.
Yeah.
Slow over. So you can really, really see. Was that pegging? Oh, that was definitely
I
pegging.
do remember. I do, and I didn't do it this time, but I do remember when it first came out, like after, like on VHS. I do remember doing like
Step by step, yeah.
pausing it, and just being like, "What did I see?
What was
like,
that?
What was this?"
Yeah.
and even
Right.
then, still being like, "Oh, gross."
Then when you see it, you're like, that's exactly what I
yeah,
thought it
okay,
was.
so it wasn't crazy. It really was.
Do you have any fun facts, Justin? I don't have any actually.
No fun.
Most of my fun facts
You
are
already touched on like the
well,
unrated
a lot
stuff.
of it. So the deleted stuff, I'm going to run through it super fast, right? Extended briefing scene for Dr. Weir. There's more exposition on how the gravity drive works. There's more crew developing stuff, a little more crew developing. Apparently there's an infamous floating tooth, a giant floating tooth,
okay.
I don't know, with gum on it. More ship exploration, which would have been added to the creepiness, the
I feel like
ambiance.
the floating tooth was in the one I saw.
There's more to it, I guess. Expanded scene where Justin gets the possession, where Justin goes into the gravity drive. Apparently, there's more of what he sees and like almost a seduction of him to get him in there. More clairvisions. Longer Peter's hallucination.
Didn't need that.
Extended blood orgy footage.
Needed all that.
Yeah, we did. Miller trauma subplot. So they fleshed out more of, how he was beaten up over that failed mission. Let's see. Alternate Cork confrontation. That goes hand in hand with what I just said. Cork is the person that was burned up, the crispy one. There was a spider weir. There was some kind of weir
What?
that turns into a spider.
Oh no!
it's
Don't
true.
even tell me that.
Right? You know what that is.
They ripped off
That's the
enough
thing.
shit. Do not.
the thing.
Do not even rip from.
No,
things.
they did
Was
it.
it just his head?
Probably glad that they didn't. put
Spider weir.
God, I'd have been pissed. I'd have turned the movie off if I fucking ripped that.
Longer DJ torture. Extended body discovery. So that goes hand in hand too. The scene where DJ gets tortured, and then when they find him, we're both expanded. Expanded hell vision. So like the images that were being fed to Miller. What longer, more in depth there, and then some alternate ending type stuff. But that's kind of what was there.
I'm gonna jump in real quick because
Go
it just
for it.
dawned on me that that video, that short video that they get towards the end of the movie and they finally see. I mean, that's kind of what this movie is known for. The
Right.
fact that it was so short probably works better than if they had left more of it in and made it longer.
You think?
Yeah, because there's some parts that just clip by so fast. Like I said, it just like your brain picks it up and like puts the idea in your head. Like, is that what I really saw? But then your conscious is like, I didn't see it long enough.
Right.
But
You're right.
there's some messed up stuff going on, and that makes it like everybody
And we
talks
fill
about
in
the
the
video.
blanks. Yeah,
everyone talks about the video when you talk about if somebody's watched Event Horizon, they're like, that fucking crazy video. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about in this
Right.
movie, obviously, but that video is the marquee for this movie.
Yeah, the piece de resistance. No, yeah, our brain fills in a lot of stuff that we missed and makes it worse in a weird way. It's like,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
when you slow it down and you step by step, like if you were there, it wouldn't be scary, right? But like because the way they presented it in the shortcuts,
Yeah.
apparently they stored that 34 minutes were stored in a salt mine.
The fuck does that mean?
Are you going to say it got destroyed, though?
Destroyed.
It was.
Destroyed. Yeah, so that extra stuff.
fuck.
That extra stuff is no longer
They store a lot of
usable,
stuff in salt mines.
right? Why would
They
you
get
do
all the
that?
salt out of there, and it's a sterile environment where nothing grows because of all the salt that's left behind will kill bacteria and shit like that. And they can just, it dries up.
Interesting.
It's a cool atmosphere, and they just,
I didn't know that.
store stuff in there.
Okay.
So I was, telling them that lost footage is it's destroyed.
Yeah,
All right,
I
so-
would love to have seen it though.
It's got to be some.
It's got to be somewhere. Somebody's got it.
All right. Fan fiction. We're going to
Right.
film this.
All right, so
You're the dude getting
I'll hold the camera. I'm holding the camera.
it better be one of those retractable pegs. I don't want to look at those knives they use.
We got to hire someone who's in the industry.
Who do we?
Sarah. We'll get
who do
Sarah
we
on
know?
that. Hey, Sarah,
Who
get
do
on
we
the
know?
horn. Get us.
Yeah, because they have to be divorced, right? So she was just find out. All right, so I asked you guys to kind of prepare maybe a short list, 3 just like unimpeachable, great spooky space movies. What do we got, guys? I asked you
did
via
not-
text.
I
think our answers are going to be the same.
Alien,
yes. So
Aliens.
like, just call it the whole franchise. Yeah, like Aliens for sure, or
Yeah.
Alien is the most in
Not
space.
Aliens 3
No.
or 4. Prometheus.
But
Aliens, Prometheus for me.
So all just straight up Aliens. You're not going to go outside the
No.
franchise at all.
No.
So I've mentioned this one before, Pandorum a lot. That one's a good one.
It's no Alien.
Did we like Sunshine? What was that one? The Danny Boyle one?
Is that the one with
They go as close to the sun as they can.
what's the one with
Cillian.
George Clooney?
Oh, that's Solaris. Yeah.
Solaris. Yeah.
The one you're talking about, Sunshine's with Cillian Murphy,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I've seen
It
that.
wasn't
tried to
bad.
restart
Yeah,
this.
it
And it's
wasn't-
kind of like a crew,
yeah,
crewish.
true. Goes into space, shit goes wrong.
As it
Pat,
will.
did you come up with any? I mean, obviously, Alien.
Alien was the big one. Just it reminded me, like I said, all the set dressing that they do in the grav room kind of reminds me of just like the feeling of the Nostromo in Alien was just that ship. Like when they first, like it's just kind of creepy. Like they just do a great job of making you feel uneasy. And actually, I thought they did a really good job of that in Alien Romulus. Like
Yeah.
I thought that ship, like being battle damaged and already knowing that the aliens, like that android could tell them, like, hey,
Yeah, Alien
not
Romulus
good.
was solid. Did you
I
see
thought that
one?
was great.
No.
It was
not
gooey as shit.
Hopefully,
It was gross.
gives more, birth to more Alien movies, and then it kind of
Right.
brought the, because
It
they
was-
really started going downhill.
It was the
brought
Rogue
'em back
One
up.
of Alien, where it's like,
Yeah.
here's a separate piece that happened before,
But like all the Alien movies, it's just so predictable. You know it's going to happen. This is going to go bad. They think it's going to be okay. They're going to go up there and make all this money, and no.
Those are great guesses, guys. The correct answer is Jason X.
No, it's
Jason X.
Disagree.
False.
Disagree.
Fantastic.
So what's the
99 Metacritic score? Did you know that? 100% on the tomato meter, 100%
I
on
think
the
this
fan
is
score.
what they call false information.
Is he gaslighting us?
Yeah.
Are you using that correctly, Mike?
No one knows. Unknowable. Other movies, did anybody see Life with Ryan Reynolds and
Yeah,
Jake
that was
Martin
one
Lawrence?
Yeah, yes,
No,
that
not
one.
that.
Martin
That
Lawrence
was a
and
good
Eddie
movie.
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy?
I like that movie, but not the same movie.
Yeah,
Gonna eat your
that's
cornbread.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
What
Don't eat my
other-
goddamn cornbread.
Don't give me a cornbread. What other assignment did I give you guys here?
Oh, real quick. Doom was ahead of its time. The Rock, Carl Urban, Rosamund Pike. It's an A-list fucking cast.
Anything with Rosamund is
Rosamund Pike is
okay by
amazing.
me.
Carl Urban with The Boys now. He did. When did Doom come out? Like 2003,
Yeah,
2002.
It's not that old.
it wasn't
old.
great. Like
Are you talking about the original Doom?
Yeah,
Doom.
Doom.
Oh, Doom.
Not
I know.
Dune.
I was like, Doom. Yeah, that was when The
Like
Rock
Doom.
had hair.
Yeah, right. Like that was like early 2000, maybe 2000 itself, because he did The Mummy Returns in like '99.
Yep.
And I think Doom was the next thing he did. And yeah, like Carl Urban and Rosamund Pike, like, are you fuck? That's a great fucking cast.
Yeah.
I would have to
Way
go
ahead
back
of
and
its time.
rewatch that because I loved the franchise, the video
Like
game.
video game,
Yeah,
for sure.
It's kind of
I thought they had a really
And there was a
good
lot of
storyline,
first-person
though.
shooter in the movie,
they,
like
they-
POVs.
They paid tribute to that, which I
Yeah.
thought was nice.
But
So,
yeah, that cast was ahead of its time, though. No one knew Rosamund Pike
Before we
was
get
back
out of
then.
this one,
Oh, we got more categories.
oh, do we do? What do we
Well,
run?
I mean, we got gore
Oh,
story,
best
got body
kill.
count,
Best kill.
best kill, Could
Best
you-
kill.
Yeah, it's almost
Best
like there should be a
kill
template that we
was-
follow.
What a
That's a
joke.
good idea.
You don't
Best kill.
the doctor, the one who
I
got
know that's the
flayed.
best body, but like I get it showed a little bit and then cut away, right? So
Yeah.
is that the best kill?
I liked
For me, it
Peter's kill
is.
because you see her hit the metal grate and just her body kind of just
Wilts.
like
It does. It breaks.
her
It
body breaks.
breaks.
I liked Peter's
Yeah, but
hitting the deck.
the
DJ.
DJ. I mean, he gets that scene from Terminator when he busts in and the guy's there.
Oh,
he's
he's
like,
holding-
"I'm gonna bust you up, man."
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
thrown around
Rick
the room
Rossovich.
for half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That was
true.
the
So
same
it's
kind of
build up.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Build up to it. Yeah.
That-
Rick
for me, that
Rossovich
was
is
it. That
awesome.
was
Wish he was in more stuff.
Patrick, what's your thoughts on best kill?
I
I
know
might
it's,
have to
it's kind of cliche because it just happens in so many different movies, but just the pilot looking at the countdown, just knowing that it's coming. It's like,
Okay.
Yeah, that's
that was
true.
good.
like here's where the rest of the movie just pivots and like
Yeah.
he's gone and
That,
it's like,
that
okay, now the movie's
short
different.
little 10-second scene was so
Yeah.
good.
When you're looking around,
That
Fran-
reminds me of. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the stress of looking around for that explosive and everything.
then he finds
Yeah.
it.
Find
When
it.
he uncovers it and there's like 4 seconds left,
It's
it
like-
And he
reminds
just
me
knows.
of Speed
Oh,
when
yeah.
they figure out
With
Dennis
Jeff Daniels?
Hopper's house and Jeff Daniels is on the crew that goes in the house,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then the red light comes on and he just knows. He knows
He knows he's screwed. He knows
his
there's
lip,
nothing
he just
else can
stares and his
do.
lip quivers for a second right before the house blows up.
Yeah.
He knows, fuck, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
can't
when-
even move because it's like, what's the point?
Because Peters didn't see it coming. She just thought she was going to find her son.
Right.
And but he knew
Yeah.
and just walked into it and goes,
Very true.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you escape this?
Here,
Where our
well,
victims go wrong?
let me
Is
weigh
that-
in
is
on
that
the
one of
kill
these
real
movies?
quick.
Oh, sorry.
I would say if Justin would have died on screen, that whole
Yeah.
just him like in there with his eyes exploding and everything, but he didn't. So I'm gonna have to go with the after effect of DJ. I guess I'm gonna go with you on that one.
Yeah.
So we see what happened to DJ. Can you survive this? If you're on that, my answer, I'll just jump right in. No, like
Same.
unless you,
You
turn
can't go
around
that deep into
immediately.
space.
I'm gonna survive this 100%.
If you turn around immediately,
As soon as I see like a vision of whatever scares me, I'm like, hey guys, I just saw this. I know you guys are seeing stuff too, and you're not going to say anything about it. I'm going to go in on the ship. I'm going to lock the door.
There
well,
you go.
the ship they, but like no, you're locking it so they can't put the explosion on there. But it's
Right.
still damaged. It was still damaged by the.
I mean, dude's out there fixing it.
They gotta fix that ship.
Yeah, he's fixing that shit.
Guess I'll look up the body count real quick while you guys talk.
I would imagine it's not a big number.
Yeah, there's not that many people that die.
Like Weir. Yeah, so Starks,
Maybe.
Starks, Justin, and Cooper live. So Weir, Miller, DJ. Who else we got?
My guess was, if we're counting the people in
Peters.
the tape, my guess
4,
was
5,
18.
5. Oh, you're
So-
counting the crew. Actually, I
I'm
have
counting
that list too.
Like on-screen deaths, I'm counting. I'm guessing 18. I'm looking up right now. See what.
Well,
it
I
says.
don't think
because
that other
I have
guy
that list somewhere
He
too.
was getting his intestines.
That's a video
pulled
of
out.
people getting killed.
Doesn't mean he died.
That isn't. Kids.
He could have been fine.
Yeah,
That'd
it
have
could've
been great
fine.
if
They were in a different dimension. What if
All
that
right.
was just like a Tuesday?
yeah.
What we do?
They were gone for 7 years. You think they were tortured for all 7 of those years?
The Wikipedia
wiki?
fandom list of deaths wiki for Event Horizon says that the total number of deaths are 14.
All
So
right.
they counted
So they're
the
including
previous
the other
crew?
cast.
Captain
Or
It counts. The
crew.
Event Horizon had 7. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's
Captain
that's not right.
Kilpatrick
There's
I know
there's
Latin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They count 5 people seen on the video as dying. They have the suicide, Dr. Weir's wife. They have Peters.
I guess it
they have
counts.
Dr. Weir. They have
That counts.
DJ. They have Smith, who was blown up. I guess that's DJ.
I don't have Maggot Leg McGee. He lived.
Yeah.
That's the son.
What do you got? What are we?
You said 14,
Yeah.
right?
So
14, okay.
14 is what I'm saying.
Makes sense. It's a small crew for that giant ass ship, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a giant ship. You can only have.
think they could have made a
10
little
people
I
on
put
it.
smaller.
everybody out of business.
Yeah.
How much wasted space did they have on that thing?
Gore score, guys.
Oh, it's good.
I'm good. It's
Buckets of blood, eyes poked out.
mutilation,
Mutilations.
flaying. It's got to start with an 8 at least.
I'd go
at
with
least.
8. Yeah.
I think it's
8.
high. Like it's even the stuff that like that that DJ was disassembled. Like even though you get to see all of it, you're just like, oh man, I know what he.
I guess eye popping. I hate eye
Yeah.
popping and eye mutilation. So
Yeah.
that's gross.
I said
the video is.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I'm just laying it out the case. The,
No,
the
yeah, yeah.
video, the busting frozen person, the blood bucket, and the
Yeah.
That's-
No,
it's
I mean,
gotta
I
be at
said,
least 8.
I think I said 7 just based on other stuff we've done. But, I think because for much of this movie, there isn't much gore. Like the first hour, we're kind of just, first 45 minutes, we're getting there. Then when it ramps up, there's a lot.
charred skin.
Yeah. So,
CGI.
but yeah, if you three want to go
really.
with 8, I'll go with it. I'll roll with that.
I mean, there's a lot of blood in the backgrounds too. Like the frozen
the
blood
vis-
on the,
yeah,
like
the
when they first walk in.
Exploded.
and,
Something
like,
exploded.
like you can tell that it's not a good thing that happened there.
Yeah.
I think something good happened here.
I don't think they're gonna be here.
For comparison's sake, something like Predator, we gave a 7.
more than Predator.
I'd agree it's more than Predator. So
Yeah.
8's good with me. We can say
More
that.
than Predator.
You're right.
An arm did get shut off.
I think that's all the categories. I just have a couple of nitpicks. Maybe you guys might have a couple too.
Oh, that's nitpick.
And I don't want to spend too much time on some of these, but like, why? Okay, so theoretically, right, when he's saying you can go from point A to point B instantaneously, right?
Same day.
Yeah.
Why, Neptune? You can answer the
Well-
unanswerable question as if there is intelligent life
Here's-
elsewhere in this universe, and he's like going to Neptune. Fuck,
Here's-
That's
go
where they jumped from.
somewhere else.
Yeah, that was
go
where they-
somewhere else.
That's where they were
left
going to
from.
launch from.
Just to make sure they didn't blow up the Earth with this gravity drive.
So Neptune was how far they could make it before doing the FTL, the fast and light travel.
right. Okay.
So nobody wanted to go to Neptune. Neptune's the ghetto.
Right. Well, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, why didn't they choose to go to a completely different universe and be like, what do they have out here? Is there life
Well, yeah,
form
they
smarter
picked-
than us?
they
Do they
picked
have
the closest
technology better than us?
star.
Alpha Centauri, just to say you could do it. You know how much that
They
mission
didn't go.
would
They
cost?
didn't, like, I mean, it
But I mean, if you
it
can
seems
go
like they didn't.
instantly, you
it
should be able
seems
to
like
go anywhere.
with his reasoning that you could just fold up space and go anywhere instantaneously.
But I don't think
It's like if you got a free plane ticket and you're like, I'm gonna fly to
Branson.
Carbondale.
I'm gonna fly to freaking
I like Carbondale.
Omaha, Nebraska. Like, you can go anywhere. I don't know.
But I think they were just
No
it
offense
was
to
a
Omaha,
test.
Nebraska,
They were just going to
but-
go to the closest
I
star,
think,
which
yeah.
is still light years away from Earth.
Yeah.
So they just wanted to test it out. It was their maiden voyage.
I guess so.
You don't like shoot for
Oh, I had all
a
these
different galaxy on your first try.
I had all these plans to bring in like some facts about light years and stuff, but I forgot. Sorry, guys. How long it takes, you know,
Yeah.
So light speed is a barrier. You cannot.
go faster.
Your mass
Well,
will become
if-
infinite at light speed,
but you
except
can-
for tachyons,
You can go around it.
which travel faster than light and cannot
Your mom
travel
travels.
slower than
Oh.
the speed of light.
Okay, but if you go around, like it's a loophole, you just bend it, you fold the gravity.
No, I don't know
Gravity.
about that shit. I don't know anything about it. They opened up a wormhole.
Yeah, to hell.
It's weird that they would then need the life support systems if they can travel instantaneously, though, too.
So the life support wasn't to do the instantaneous. That was to get to,
That's like a
to
fail-safe?
Neptune.
Oh, okay.
That you're talking about the stasis where
Yeah.
they had to get in that. That's to get to Neptune. They
Gotcha.
figured
Yeah.
out to travel fast enough
So the
where it
other
only
crew
takes
had obviously they had it
a
too
month.
because they used it on the way back.
It took a month or 40 days or something. It took something to get out
They were going
that way.
fast.
Yeah.
And
Mars
they
is
were
like a 2-year.
they were
round
pulling
trip,
some
or
crazy-
2-year one way now. So I don't know how fast they have to go.
crazy G's.
Yeah.
So you need to be in the water, the pee water.
The goop.
Yeah, I think so. The other thing I was going to mention, I was like, one of the negative reviews was basically the critics said half of what is going on is never explained, and what is explained doesn't make much sense. Doesn't make much sense. I feel like just you got to suspend disbelief when you're watching a
Absolutely.
movie.
Yeah,
right.
Just suspend a little bit.
I don't care.
Like, I don't understand, like, the whole, how do you fold space? I said that earlier. Like, how do you fucking fold up space? Space is not a piece of paper. But just if they say, hey, this is how we're going to do it, it's like, cool,
Right.
I'm along,
I don't-
I'm along for
yeah, I
the
don't
ride.
care. When any
If
movie
I'm on that ship, I'm like, are you fucking sure, Doc? That sounds insane. But
Any
I'm not on
movie-
that ship.
yeah.
I'm watching the movie. So I'm like, cool, let's see you do it.
Any movie that's like we have to slingshot around something, I'm like, yeah, obviously you got to slingshot around that shit. I don't know how you do it, but it makes
Yeah.
it faster.
I don't know the math. I didn't go to math school.
You put like if it's like hidden figures and you put a big old like chalk. I'm like, I'm not gonna read that math and know what it means.
Nah,
Right.
You can erase all that shit right
Yeah,
now. You
just tell me
wasted
you're
your time.
slingshotting around the moon or something, man.
Yeah.
Draw some boobs.
And then I don't know if you guys know, maybe I missed something in this movie, but do you notice in space movies that sometimes like gravity, like they're not floating, they're just like gravity exists in space.
Yeah. It's another one of those.
There's
things that
movies
they
where you have to get
do.
in a suit to do a spacewalk and go out, and other movies they just go out there, or sometimes you don't.
So
But also there's times where they're just walking around the ship like gravity is going, like there is gravity.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a gravity drive.
But like
Mike.
Apollo 13, like those guys are floating. They are never like.
That's
Well, yeah,
radio.
even when they're working on the ship, they've got like
The
when
Lewis
they're
and
working
Clark.
on the Lois,
On the
Lewis
Artemis
and Clark,
has
they're standing.
gravity.
they have
on it.
gravity boots. They have
So
gravity
just-
boots
they
that
just-
lock
it's a
on like
given. They
magnets.
just have gravity.
You guys don't remember that?
What?
They did a lock in with the magnet boots.
Yeah, the guys that were on the outside.
Oh yeah, but there wasn't enough gravity in the ionosphere of Neptune at the start for everything to still be floating, and then as soon as they turn the power on, all the gravity comes back.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So they turn the gravity drive on and everything smashed down to the
Okay.
But it's not really a gravity drive; it's a portal to hell.
with the gravity drive.
But I don't think
With the
Got
gravity
some
drive.
got some perks.
when he built
yeah.
it, I'm
No,
sure
so-
he just said like, "Oh,
Every-
I feel like
drive.
in space movies, sometimes they're floating and sometimes they're not.
I think
Or
that's
they
a
are, and then halfway
practical-
through they decide to be like, we're not going to float anymore.
No. It's a
they start
practical
walking
thing.
around.
All space movies.
Star
have-
Wars, they're fucking walking around a spaceship.
There's a button in
Just
all
saying.
space movies that are like, okay, activate gravity.
Activate
And they
There's a
hit
button.
it.
gravity.
Yeah, artificial gravity. And they push a button, everybody's all good.
Fair enough.
That's all you need.
Fair enough. That's fine. That's all.
What else we got?
Any other
That's all-
nitpicks?
No, I have nothing.
All right.
Patrick,
Patrick,
you got
any other
anything else?
nitpicks?
In watching it later on, like now, like last week, watching it again, I really have to say, like, I Peters, like, come on, that drove me nuts. Like watching it this time, I'm like, why?
Well, you know.
you
Yeah.
know that's not your kid.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Especially
not
if
your
he's
kid.
walking around, it's not your kid.
Yeah.
Burn.
Exactly. So not only do you know it's not his kid, your kid, but like reckless.
Right.
Could have been avoided. She should have made it. She should have been adjusted in the tubes.
And that's why she's the dumbest.
Yeah,
That's why she got
For
that
sure.
was character.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts is I still am a fan. Not as much of a fan when I was, 16 years old watching this, but still a fan.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
I was excited to see Sam Neill do a heel turn because I mean I've known him as the guy from Hunt for Red October and of course the guy from Jurassic Park, and now to see him be like that smartest guy in the room, but then halfway through the movie it's like, oh, this guy's
Evil
gonna fuck
scientist.
people up.
Yeah.
He's evil, and then to see him take it a step further and it's like he's like the spawn of Satan, and the shit he's doing, I'm like, damn, that's that guy doing this. It was fucking awesome.
So when was in the Mouth of Madness? Because he does some similar mutilation stuff in that one, doesn't he?
In what?
In the Mouth of Madness?
Yeah.
I feel like there's some similar face
most of it's
mutilations.
just like a head game, like
Right.
he's trying to get away, he tries to go there, figure stuff out, blah blah blah. But then at the
I
end,
think I saw that before.
I don't.
Event Horizon.
I can't
for some
remember
reason.
if there was any mutilation, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't think it was that gory.
Yeah, no,
I can't remember now.
Same Neill was great. Laurence Fishburne, not superstar Laurence Fishburne yet because we didn't get Morpheus yet, but still known.
Yeah,
Yeah, good cast. Decent directing.
Yeah.
For the time, CGI was fine.
Yeah. Solid cast, solid. They did a great job with the music, like the score to the movie.
Score was good.
Like
yeah.
it just and even the lighting, like the use of the color green is always just something that's not like, even though it's so natural, you don't expect to see it
like in the
space.
motherboards and stuff.
I really liked that scene.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job.
I really
with it.
liked that one.
It held up. Like, I mean, I had some more problems with it watching it now versus when I was 13, but like truly, I was like,
Yeah.
yep, that's still scary and it's like an interesting take on a horror movie.
Yeah.
Nitpick here. Why would you be that ornate with your gravity drive? Like it's a functioning thing. You don't need to put all these
Maybe
little
he
like
needs those things.
circles on and
Yeah,
that looked deep. That looked hellish from the get go. Right? Somebody should have been like, that looks a little creepy, man.
You really think that an accountant somewhere were like, do we need all of this?
Right.
Like you're sure this is to scale? It's like, no, I need the whole room. I need the whole room and it needs to look evil as shit. It's for good things, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely for good things.
Yeah.
Not for evil.
Yeah.
No. Did we finish all the categories,
That's
Mr.
it.
Category Guard?
That's it.
All right.
First of all, before we kick it off to who's next, did you have fun, Patrick?
Yes,
on
I
this
did.
thing? Okay.
I've listened to many of the episodes, not all of them yet, but I've listened to a lot of the episodes. So it's kind of fun in this case to see how the sausage gets made. So
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some people.
Not anybody could do it, so don't try it, guys.
to come on here, and then when they do it, they're like, "That was fun."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. It was fun. I will continue to listen, but I was glad I got to come for this
Maybe
one.
we'll get them on
Thanks for
another
doing
episode.
it with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing it with us.
What's the other one you
Share-
said you'd want to be in on?
Share with your friends. Tell them you were on this awesome podcast.
Well,
have them listen to it.
You did the Descent.
Make them
and that
like it.
movie I did not love, but I would have commented on that
The
because
Descent, yeah.
that one bothers me. It's more scary until you see the
Did you listen to the episode?
Yes. Yeah.
I had a lot to say.
He did. He did.
First off,
I like the monsters. I'm like, okay, it's
did not
scary
care
as
for-
shit without the monsters, but then the monsters put it
scary.
on
It
the.
was scarier without the monsters.
Yeah.
Because that like there's that.
Oh yeah, claustrophobia is
Yes.
a big fear of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of good horror movies do that. Like the Abyss isn't a horror movie, but like the Sphere, like when you're just you're in the middle of nowhere, you're alone.
You're in the middle of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Event Horizon does a great job of just making they're alone. They don't know what they're getting into, and it just gets worse. And it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, who's going to save you in deep space too? Like,
Right.
You're just going to float
And
out
you're
there
the
till you
rescue
die.
team.
Yeah.
This is the rescue team.
It doesn't go well. You're just floating out there till you're dead. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
The communications were down. We're on our own. That's
Yep.
the worst. All right, who is the next person to do a movie? Is it Mike?
It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. So we've been going through some heavy movies lately. There's some heavy stuff here in Event Horizon, Hellraiser, Dracula, Scream to an extent. We've done some heavy ones. So I'm going to zag a little bit, go a little silly. I don't know what you guys are doing next weekend. Do you want to meet up at the mall? And by that, I mean the chopping mall.
The Chopping Mall.
I don't have any money, but I'm going to hang out for a couple hours.
It's a great movie.
So
1986 chopping mall.
I have not seen this movie, so
Oh,
I'm looking forward
It's
to
one,
it.
I have seen. It's one of those that's like, it's hard to find. Like I don't know how many times.
Where's it at
I
right now?
rented
Amazon
it.
Prime
For free?
for free.
Oh, free?
If you
I don't know
have,
how many times I
you
rented
have
from
Amazon.
Netflix when they were doing the DVDs.
yeah,
Like, I'll send it back. Send it back.
it's fun, man. Like it's a fun one. Oscar snub, from
Little
that
hokey.
year, you know.
86 was a tough year. What
It was
was
tough
that?
year.
Yeah. They had aliens.
It's like Gandhi or something. What was that? I'm just making movies up here.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fun, man. There's they use technology to heighten security at the mall, and guess what? It goes wrong.
At
Sounds
the
like-
height of the mall culture.
It sounds like.
yeah.
80s.
86 is
86.
the. It's like, yeah. It's,
Is it just a newer Westworld, as in the original Westworld?
I don't know
No.
what you're
Like
talking
the-
about.
Not even close.
You never saw Westworld?
The TV
Not the show,
series?
the movie. That
Oh,
was
I've
based
heard
on,
of it.
with
I
Yul
haven't seen
Brynner in it.
I watched a couple episodes of the TV
There's no
series.
walking
I was like, nah,
people,
I'm good.
robots in
Okay.
this movie.
They're not human looking.
Nope. It's more like
It's like RoboCop. If RoboCop wasn't good,
Battlestar Galactica, where it's like,
no.
the old
It's,
Cylons.
it's on tracks. It's got a weird head.
okay.
Got claw arms.
yeah.
Well,
I'm going to look this one up.
Oh,
Check it out. Sounds like a group watch with
So I
Justin
can
and
be
Patrick.
so I can be in two
Group
next
watch.
week's episode.
Yeah, man.
all right. When should we expect? This is Monday, right?
Yeah, that'll drop next week. We're going to do a mini episode coming up that we got a lot of horror news going on, a lot of big, exciting things coming out. So we're going to spend our mini episode this week talking about some horror stuff, like a prequel to Weapons called Gladys that Zach
Save
Cregger
it.
has agreed to do. We've got Nicolas Cage and Osgood Perkins agreeing to do Long Legs 2, which sounds like it'll be a prequel as well. We've got Chucky going back to the big screen with the original director, Don Mancini. There's a lot of horror,
Mikey
a
excited.
lot of big horror
Fox
moves.
What is it? Is it Night of the Living Dead?
In Night of the Living Dead reimagining.
Yeah, with Vivica Fox.
Vivica Fox, yeah.
I'm weary on that.
I'm gonna watch it.
So
Cool.
but yeah, so there's a lot of exciting horror news that came out the last month or so, and we're going to recap some of that as part of our mini and kind of just give our opinions on what we're excited for, what we hope things will be, and what they won't, whatever. And then Chopping Mall will come out next week, the following Monday.
When's the Fangoria Awards? When do the
July?
when do the nominees come out?
Forget when. They might.
Should we
I
start,
think-
like,
I think
trying to-
July is when they announce them and they come out later, or I'll have to double check. But
The Chainsaw Awards. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of well on this podcast. I had not heard of them prior. But
it's like horror's Oscars.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it more like the Golden Globes for it?
No,
maybe the Oscars are ripping that.
That's true.
definitely. I feel like they had the Chainsaw Awards long before the Oscars, which is like 95 years old, right?
yeah,
Right. Way before.
Well, I hope everybody likes Event Horizon and like this episode. I tried to not do the scene by scene, but it got a little wonky, so I might have to go back to a more of a grounded approach to it, but I thought it was a lot of fun.
If you just follow a template, you know.
It's okay.
Templates aren't for these guys here.
When you're winging it, you know, you forget to do things. It's whatever.
That's all
I'm
I
just
do
like,
is
hey,
wing it.
that's part of this podcast. Is every host here has their own style. So if you like one style versus another, you know, eventually you'll find
Eventually
yourself
Horizon.
connected to maybe one host over the other, and that's part of it. That's why we do the picks. It's Justin's picks, it's Charlie's picks, it's Mike's picks. It's
So we can
all
distance
hands-
ourselves from the picks.
No, so that like, you know, it's like maybe after we bank a bunch of these episodes, you'll be like, I really like Charlie's picks. I like Charlie.
Yeah, we're kind of like a Mo, Larry, and Curly. I'm Curly.
Mo. Give me Mo.
I do not. Wait, Curly's the one.
He's the funniest.
Everybody
Curly's
likes
the
to be
best.
Curly.
Curly's the best.
Mo's the boss, though.
chump.
Mo's
Mo's the boss.
That's why I'm
No,
no. I
no.
guess I'm trying to keep y'all in line.
Nobody
Curly
wants to be
Joe.
Larry.
Nobody wants to be Larry.
You're Curly Joe.
Nobody wants to be Curly Joe.
And that week that Charlie wasn't here, Sarah was Shemp, I guess,
And-
right?
Yeah.
Filling
I'm
in.
telling.
She's gonna listen. She'll know.
Oh,
She'll listen.
yeah. She listens. It's 50
thought she
50.
listened.
It's 50 She hasn't seen Event Horizon, so she only does. She'll do Screams and like movies she's seen for sure.
Yeah. But I think that's part of the charm of our podcast is that every host is going to give you something a little different style and pick the movies they want to do. And except when we have our tentpole movies that we all love and it's an all hands venture in those. But, you know, when we're doing ones, it's like it's our pick. It's kind of our style, how the episode goes. And if you like it, great. And if you don't like it, why are you listening to us?
No. Keep listening.
No, you're listening anyway.
Oh, man.
All right.
Justin, do you want to take us out?
I'll do my best. I don't have my template. But if you like what we do on this podcast, please feel free, or please, I encourage you to like and subscribe so you don't miss any episodes as they come out. For myself, Justin, Mike, Charlie, and special guest Patrick, Andy, take us out.
Home.
Take us home.
Do it, Mike. Show him how it's
Do
done.
it. Do it.
Andy, take us home.
This is the end, friend.